See if this works. All right, yeah, looks like the audio and video and everything is working. All right, yeah, looks like
I got stuck in an unskippable ad.
Yeah.
I might be here for a second.
All right.
Okay. There we go. I'm through.
Great.
You already got 3 people.
Awesome.
Yippee.
Yeah. All right, so hello everyone. Welcome to another live stream. It's been quite a while since my last one. I think it was like September when I unboxed all Animatronics. But yeah, finally back again here. Today we have Blow Up the Yard on stream, and yeah, let's go check out the new Lowe stuff that came out this week.
Exciting.
Yeah. And hello, Halloween Inflatable Prototype Life, and other.
You might be the only guy on right now.
Yeah, might be. Oh yeah, so that seems all good, I guess. Well, should we get started with some of the videos or just the photos?
I guess we get started with the photos.
All right. Yeah, let's put all the videos here, or all the photos here into my editing app. Hopefully this allows it to play good, but yeah, I think there's 14 photos in total. You can see there's like a bunch here. I think it pretty much shows all the stuff that we got released.
I think I saw 1 or 2 released yesterday, but it's like nothing new.
Oh yeah.
I know one of them had the pirate captain and the sea diver in it, so I guess those 2 are returning, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we could check out those after if we can find them, but for now, I guess.
I have absolutely no idea where I saw them.
No.
It was probably off Facebook or something.
Yeah, probably somewhere on there. Yeah. Oh, and Isaiah the Honor said it just proves that it's way better than last year. Honestly, I think this year's a bit better than last year. I don't know what you think.
I don't want to jump to conclusions on how I feel about this year. I think I think I'll always like last year better just because I like more of the pirate stuff and all that. But like,
yeah,
once we get some proper demos and stuff, this year could be really good.
Yeah, so far my original reaction is I think this year's a bit better. It's like the looks and the stuff, but yeah, obviously videos of everything make a better decision.
Yeah. Some of the videos we've gotten, I already like some of them. Like some of the guys in this photo, I think the werewolf's probably the most disappointing in this photo just because everyone thought he was going to be like a Big Lots reskin and he's just like really slow moving.
Yeah, I saw that. I wish it was faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and is there
I do like his detail though. He's very detailed for a werewolf with all the extra fur and like the face sculpt.
Yeah. Do you know if there's like any videos that have the DJ Reaper? Or yeah, the DJ Reaper? I haven't seen anything.
I saw one.
Yeah.
I saw one and he only has the head bobbing animation. He doesn't do anything with his arms, unfortunately.
Oh, that sucks.
Though that could maybe just be the prototype. I doubt. I think it's just the head bobbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still's probably nice though. Just head bomb, but yeah.
Honestly, it's probably my second favorite. I still think I like the cube artist more just because of that extra hand animation, and he's so much more unique than the rest of them.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and hello, Haunt Avienda. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, let's get right into this photo though. What's going on in here? Yes. That's where we saw the werewolf guy, saw the grave digger, saw that guy with the bell back there, big scarecrow. Quite a few things going on here.
And then the pop-up pumpkin's also returning. That was a really good one from last year. I think that was kind of underrated.
Yeah, he's probably one of my favorites actually from last year. It's a pretty good jumps
It just seems like these like if he's like Summit Spirit, I feel like a lot more people would like him. It's just because he got so overshadowed by the rest of the bigger props last year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, hello, the Collector 2. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I think probably my favorite one here is the werewolf guy. Goddamn, it's like the look of him. He's kind of like classic werewolf, but he's still pretty cool.
So I'm kind of curious to see about the Gravedigger because I think he's SVI, but I kind of thought like all of Lowe's lineup last year was like strictly Techie. Like I didn't think that
Jemmy.
they did much with SVI.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jemmy.
Mm-hmm. I saw something on Instagram. Someone posted that it uses the same face sculpt as the Carnival Barker. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but yeah, it could be.
I don't think that's like super true. I think it's possible because Carnival Barker does just have like a human face. And he's definitely got similar face builds, but I don't know if it's like a 1-for-1 sculpt.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Though if he is servo, that'd be great. Getting like a servo Gravedigger.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Hello, Gray. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah. We also have this cool Scarecrow guy back there too. I never realized he was gonna be an animated one. I thought it was just gonna be a big static, but
I love the tilting animation. I think it makes him a really good ambient piece. He's definitely not like a scary piece, but like if he had him in a field with a bunch of other Scarecrow props, he'd be awesome. If that was something that like Home Depot made this year, I'd probably get it. Like if it was in Canada.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to get. I like how big he is too.
My only complaint about the design really. I like the crow. I think a lot of people don't like Scarecrows having crows, but I kind of like it. I think it's like the straw by the gloves. I think that just looks a little weird. Like it's too much straw.
Yeah, that is a bit weird. Should have definitely put less on. Yeah. Isaiah the Hunter Animatronics said, yeah, Balloon Dog Clown. Hybrid of Hugs a Clown Ron Harvester. Maybe this one we'll check out later. He's cool.
Balloon Dog's great. We'll have to look at him after this. But
yeah, his video's awesome.
I guess the last two to look at now would be the Nightmare Spectre and the Grave. Well, we talked about the Grave Digger, but
yeah. So Nightmare Spectre, that guy with the bell.
Yeah, he's the guy with the bell.
Yeah.
He seems interesting. I think it'd be great if he was a budget prop, like because Lowe's had like the Red Reaper. I don't remember. I guess it was 2023. They had like the Red Reaper guy, and he was kind of a budget prop. I think the only animation the Nightmare Spectre has is his bell. So like if he was like $150 like $200 prop, he'd be great.
Yeah, I could definitely see him being a budget prop. He might be.
It's just I think he's probably one of the coolest, like not as much design wise or animation, but just like overall appeal. Like he just feels like he'd be awesome in the cemetery. Yeah, and he's so simple. Like that's all you really need, you know.
Yeah, it is. I think that's pretty much it for this photo, I guess. Those 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool, these ones.
Yeah.
Let's move on next photo. Which looks like it's the licensed guys. Yeah, this next photo here is basically Corpse Bride and then Haunted Mansion, which nice.
There's also Balloon Dog in the corner, but we'll talk about him after.
Yeah, I think the next photo is a better photo of him. Then also, of course, have the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pumpkin Patch Prowler said your top 3 is Balloon Animal and then DJ Reaper and 12 Foot Vampire. Yeah, it's a decent list.
12 Foot Vampire. I think 12 Foot Vampire is underrated because a lot of people hated on Bone Collector, and he's honestly like one of my favorite 12 footers now.
In my opinion, the new 12 Foot Vampire, I don't think he's as good, but he looks alright. Just never a big fan of vampire animatronics.
Same. A lot of people are complaining about the plasticky detail, but you kind of want your vampires to look smooth because, like, you know, they're supposed to be, you know, ageless or whatever and have, like, smooth, pale skin. So yeah, I think it works.
And, like, that, too, it seems like most 12-foot animatronics seem more plasticky looking, especially Jemmy ones, but yeah, I don't think that's too bad.
We should probably talk about the Haunted Mansion guys here. We're getting ahead of ourselves again.
Yeah, let's talk about these. So, yeah, we got the 2 returning from, I think one of them we got last year and then one the year before, right?
Yeah. I think I agree with a lot of people when the Haunted Mansion guys kind of seem like an unnecessary return, especially since they never
Mhm.
sold well.
Yeah, that's true.
I can see why they did it because a lot of people are going to want them. But they're
Mhm.
only doing it just because they made the Hitchhiking Ghost.
Yeah. Like for me, I do like the Odd Mansion, and it is cool to see him return. But yeah, it definitely is not that necessary. But I do like the new
Yeah.
Hitchhiking Ghosts, except that they are smaller. But smaller, probably not the worst.
I don't know how to feel about them. Some tells me
Yeah.
quality wise they're not going to be great, and they're going to be like
Mhm.
at least like probably $200, $300 on clothes.
Yeah.
Overall, just Jemmy is just it can't keep up with the other companies these days. Like I can appreciate them for trying to use their licenses, but even at that, they're not like using it to the fullest advantage. Like they could easily make the
Mhm.
Hatbox Ghost, and he would
Yeah,
sell
that'd
like
be
super
awesome.
super well.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't done that.
Yeah, if Lowe's doesn't even try to make a Hatbox Ghost next year, then they're really like missing it. Like just
Yeah.
missing a total cash grab there.
Yeah, definitely. And hello, Dominic's Clay channel. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, Grace said he might get the Balloon Dog Clown. Yeah, that's definitely a cool one. Yeah, let's talk about Emily and Victor here. Because they're new,
Isn't
I guess.
there a? I think there's a better photo of them if you can find it.
Oh, yeah, I might have had that on here. There's kind of a better photo. Oh, and Pumpkin Patch Prowler, do we know the prices yet? I don't think so.
No, I don't think
Just,
so.
yeah.
Lowe's does like sometimes leak a price list, but I don't know if we got that this year. It's just that fake item list we got a month ago.
Yeah. And Dominic's Clay channel said you made the Balloon Dog Clown out of clay. Awesome. Has this photo any better of Emily and Victor?
Yeah, I mean it's a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just use this photo. Yeah, so we got Emily and Victor this year, which is right after we got them from Spirit last year.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see
Personally,
animation.
I don't like hate them, but they're never going to be able to like hold a torch to the Spirit ones,
Yeah, especially if they're like not servo, which I assume they aren't. So.
Oh yeah, I don't
definitely
think Jemmy's ever done any servo stuff yet.
No. They do look all right though.
Yeah. I do love the Frankenweenie though. I'm not sure if he's a blow mold or if he's. I think he's probably a blow mold, like similar to the Zero we got from Home Depot last year.
Yeah, I think
it's not like a light up one, but it's plastic.
I think it's probably like that. If he was a blow mold though, I feel like I don't know. I guess it does look a bit plasticky, but yeah, I guess it could be a blow mold.
I really like him. I think he looks better than Emily and Victor, and especially if he's like under, like if he's like $50 or less, I think he'll sell really well.
Yeah, I like the look of him. If I go back to that photo, I can see him. Yeah, I can see him a bit better, but yeah, he does look nice.
He looks like decent size too, like I don't know, maybe 2 feet tall or a little under it.
Yeah, so not too bad.
No.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this photo. Let's go on the next one here. Let's see what it is. Next photo here, we have this group of all these random ones. I think we have a video of all these too.
Yeah, well, we know the clown's a Peekaboo Penny reskin. I guess we can start. I kind of like him. I think a lot of people aren't noticing is like just how well he would go alongside Balloon Dog Clowns. They both have the little antique, like pointed clown hats.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely have some like vintage feeling clowns this year, which is interesting. But
I would love to see like a lot of these Techie props because that is Peekaboo Penny, obviously. I'd love to see if Techie, like what they do with Haunted Hill Farm, if they improve the neck. Like Peekaboo Penny didn't have a terrible neck before, but old Techie in general just wasn't amazing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm curious if they proved anything. It's kind of interesting seeing a reskin of Peekaboo Penny too, because Peekaboo Penny was from like 2014, so it's been quite a while since we've seen her.
Yeah, well, I think it was. No, I guess you're right. 2014 or 2015. It was. Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the Haunted Manor type theme they did.
When I first saw the Peekaboo Penny Clown reskin, I thought it was a Sunstar prop because you look at
Oh
the
yeah.
neck, and I guess they used like a black fabric, but it just looks like a cheap Sunstar hanging prop from certain photos. I
Hmm.
think they, definitely done something better than the black. Like I know it hides the neck better, but I think that's
Yeah.
the problem. It just looks like a cheap floating head there in this photo.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing with the Peekaboo Penny now. This just it just looks weird. Have like the floating head.
Yeah, because with the old Peekaboo Penny, she had like a white ruffle on her neck so that you could actually like see her neck as she
Yeah, I
brings
guess.
up.
Yeah.
But because this one's all black and contrast to the face, it just doesn't look good.
Hmm. Yeah. As they also said that Peekaboo Clown looks like something like Conjuring. Could see it something like that.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see it. Personally, I think this one was kind of a miss. I can see what they were going for here, but
Hmm.
because I also saw a video of this again, no idea where, but I did see one, and he has like flashing eyes, like Sunstar flashing eyes, and I think that is like a total miss there. Like it looks so cheap.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so I guess that's that. Guess yeah, let's move on to the other big guy there in the middle. I forget his name, but kind of like jumps up.
Yeah, I think he had a name on the fake name list
Yeah.
because they had the illusionist, which is that one weird small static guy. But
Hmm.
this one, I think there was another one, like the Timely Death one or whatever it was called. That kind of makes sense because I think he's holding a stopwatch there.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that could be it.
'Cause, yeah, there was like a clock or a death clock related name on the list. I imagine that's probably his.
Hmm. Yeah, he's an interesting seaman animatronic. Like, wonder exactly like what the theme's supposed to be. It seemed like an older looking, creepy guy. Like let's say
Yeah,
for what his
I
theme
think
is.
he's good. He's unique.
Yeah,
And
it's
hopefully
definitely
he is
unique.
techy and
Yeah.
like decent quality.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is techie because someone said it might be a reskin of the pop-up pumpkin from Party City, so could very well
They were
be
saying
techie.
that, and it's kind of true, except for Pop Up Pumpkin's just so much bigger. What I
Yeah, I
was
guess.
thinking, and what I saw a bunch of other people commenting in recent videos and stuff, is that he looks more like a Forest Demon reskin, which I know is crazy great,
Oh yeah.
but like the animation is almost like exactly Forest Demon.
Yeah, could be a reskin of him. I'm not sure if Lowe's ever ordered from.
Yeah,
He's
because
great though.
no, I don't think like Crazy Crate in general just hasn't done a whole lot. Like
No.
they've done a couple things at Spirit the past few years, but they're like I haven't seen them at any other retailers besides Spirit, as far as I know.
No. Doesn't Moore's Costumes sometimes order from them or not
I'm
anymore?
not sure. I can't because like at least since COVID or 2020, they've only had the SVI props, really,
Yeah, I guess.
and like Sunstar props, and also like those one or two sometimes when they have some distortion stuff. Like they had the Scary Tree back in like 2022, I think.
Yeah. So I guess that guy. Yeah, that guy's
Anyway,
interesting.
he looks cool. I imagine if he is like he's probably is techie. Like I said, I think like almost all the stuff Los gets is techie
Mm-hmm.
or Jemmy or whatever. But
Yeah.
this one would probably be identical to Forest Demon's mech, but maybe produced by Techie.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. This next guy we have beside him is the Plague Doctor, which nothing crazy, especially compared to what we got last year with
No,
Plague Doctor from Home Depot.
I personally love that one. That one was actually one of the only animatronics I've ever bought in full price, and I absolutely
Yeah.
do not regret it. He's definitely gonna be coming back for Home Depot this year. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Wherever I went to a couple of Home Depots during the season, and every time I was there would always be someone saying that they loved the Plague Doctor. So I think he was a really big seller for Home Depot last year.
Yeah. I think at the Home Depots by me is definitely one of the first ones to disappear. So yeah, he's definitely cool, and he's one that I definitely want to get to, but yeah, never ended up buying him.
Honestly, he's great. Mine lasted really well. I had him outside for like 2 weeks last year, and he was great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true with him too. Yeah, outdoor rated.
This one, the one here at Lowe's, I don't know how to feel about it because
No.
this might be techie. It's weird. I guess they tried to do like a classic Plague Doctor thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a girl, which I mean that's unique, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a smaller one, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's gonna be like Jemmy or something. I don't know. It seemed more
I
like
think
a
it
budget
is.
one,
It
maybe.
seems too small and simple to be techie. Like it just
Yeah,
seems more cheap. Like all these in this photo look like they're not techie, except for the guy in the back and the Peekaboo Penny reskin, obviously.
yeah. And Max D Studios just said that this year kind of stinks. Yeah, I don't know why so many people are always hating on like Lowe's this year. It looks decent.
Yeah, I think because everyone hated on it last year, really.
Yeah,
Well, no, everyone hated on the stuff that ended up good. Like everyone, I didn't see a single person who said great. The Bone Collector would be good. Everyone thought it was just gonna be another crappy 12-footer.
yeah.
But then everyone started loving it in the end.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm curious to see people's reactions will change once stuff comes into stores.
Yeah, I think they will. I think like all Techie's 12-footers just seem to be like really good quality and like unique.
Yeah,
I think we'll talk about it later when we see the vampire, but I think he'll do really well.
yeah, definitely.
The one thing I don't get about this photo, like what I think is the most interesting, is in the very bottom of the photo is the one lady holding like a dog plate. Like, what is that?
Yeah, it's so random. Let me try making
It
that
is.
bigger.
I guess it's the manager's meeting, so I don't know. Maybe it's merchandise from like dishware or something. It was. I don't even know if they sell like cookware or stuff, but weird.
Yeah, it looks
Very weird.
just the dog didn't. She got her phone open
Did
too.
they like? Yeah,
So
it
weird.
looks like a plate or something. That they. What?
Yeah, it's just so random.
It is.
Just they're doing something. Lowe's there.
Weird. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah, I guess other stuff here in this photo. We have the two Lowe twins down there, another twin animatronic for this year. Making so many different twin ones, it seems, over the past
Yeah,
how
like
long.
you said in your video, in this photo, it kind of looks like they're kissing, and I thought the exact same thing when I saw it. I think it's just mainly like cheap little Jimmy thing. Hopefully, it won't be more than like $100. But honestly, knowing Lowe's, it might just be like 150.
Yeah. And we also have this other girl here to the left, which I don't think we've seen a video of her yet.
That looks like just straight up Sunstar. Like,
yeah.
That I don't even know.
Yeah, definitely looks like a cheaper one. Yeah, Pumpkin Prowler said that last year Lowe's was great, in my opinion. Yeah, I think last year was pretty
Agreed.
good.
Like I said last year, everyone like hated on the good stuff. Everyone was like praising the pirate and water theme stuff, which they were good. But then they kind of got thrown under the bus because everyone realized they were so expensive and like no one wanted them.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for the Kraken.
Yeah. Yeah, moving on. Your next photo. Here's the 12-foot guy, the big vampire.
Yeah. Personally, I don't like love this guy, but I can see he has a lot of potential.
Yeah, definitely. We've never really seen like 12-foot vampire yet. I don't think so. It is interesting.
No, everyone was theorizing that Home Depot would do it, and then they kind of released Predator of the Night, which I mean was kind of like a colossal vampire, but.
Yeah.
Personally, like this guy looks cool. I can see that there's probably a lot of things that people aren't focusing on. Like for example, the lantern. Yeah, in the prototype image, it kind of had like a fiery effect. What I would love to see, because this is techie, is if it was kind of like the Untimely Demise, where it had like the souls all lit up in the lantern. I could imagine it doing something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like the lantern seems a lot bigger than it needs to be, and it has the faded plastic on the front. It probably has some sort of unique light effect on it.
Yeah, probably. Can't see more about like what exactly it is, but he definitely looks like high quality, like especially the clothing there. It doesn't look too cheap and everything. So
definitely the clothing looks great on him. Like probably one of the best 12-footer clothing. Like even Bone Collector's clothing was pretty basic, but it was really high quality. I think the only visual complaint I have about him, like I agree that skin looks glossy and the hand look really big, but I think the hand is just perspective.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people are complaining about other props being glossy in these like cheaper photos. Like for example, the Frankenstein at Home Depot last year, everyone hated on it originally because it looked all glossy, but it really wasn't in the end.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, this guy just looks cool. Personally,
Mhm.
I think like the only bad part is how skinny his arms are, but you could easily fill those out with like pool noodles or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think he's pretty cool too.
If I had to guess animation, obviously he's gonna have mouth animation.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll have any like unique eyes like Bone Collector did because it looks like they will just
No.
light up. But like
Yeah.
maybe he could have a side to side just because how much loose clothing he has.
Yeah, he kind of looks like he'd
Um,
have that just with the way cool is.
like I would like to see Techie try and execute such like a large animation because I feel like their 12 footers have enough like stability and like high quality metals and stuff to actually support like a big waist turn.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to like the Jemmy 12-foot mummy, but I feel like Techie could execute it a lot better.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the Jemmy one is definitely not that great.
No. Well, you got it. What do you think of quality wise? Like yours didn't fall apart last year.
Yeah, it didn't fall apart. There was a couple things that did break on, like one of the wires for one of the leg lights I think broke, and overall he did still hold together, which is good, but he definitely seemed very flimsy, I would say.
I guess last year for both of us was like the first year with 12-foot props.
Yeah.
My witch held up pretty well. I think she got a bit bent in the wind just because I had her up for like a month. I think just because how windy it was, her broomstick hold, like the metal did bend a little bit, but not like substantially.
Yeah.
And then my jack held up great, but I had him like right up against my house, so he didn't have any props, and he was me out for like a week and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, well, it is cool having like 12-foot. Just such a strange thing to have such big.
It's something I would love to. Well, I think it's something that I would like to see if they get more cheaper, more affordable 12-footers, especially like Home Depot this year.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't a huge fan of the Reaper, but if we get some more unique stuff like that, I have like the room for it, and I think they're just like awesome.
Yeah, I probably don't have any more room for like big animatronics I have in my yard, but yeah, I'm curious to see what comes out this year.
The thing is, like, I don't have room for smaller animatronics because mine always need to be covered or in like small spaces. And now I've run out of small spaces, so I'm kind of looking more towards the big outdoor rated stuff.
Yeah. Or like even like they might even make smaller outdoor rated stuff too.
Yeah, I think that's one thing with Lowe's this year. Just because like how much of the pirate stuff was outdoor rated. Like the scuba diver was. I think the pirate captain was as well.
Yeah.
I think this guy's gonna be outdoor rated. Honestly, Balloon Dog Clown, just off of how much plastic he has and his quality, I think he could be outdoor rated because I think the bowling pin guy last year was, or at least half outdoor rated.
Yeah.
I think like 50% of Lowe's lineup last year, like they never advertised it as outdoor rated, but they had like outdoor rated plugs and stuff.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how much this year's lineup for like all the stores. I wonder how much is actually be outdoor rated.
Arguably, I would say Techie in the recent years probably has like some of the best quality. Like SBI has good quality too. But, like you look at the welds and stuff on the 12-foot Techie stuff, and the control boxes have always just been better quality than SBI's. I think Techie honestly just has the best quality with their new props.
Yeah, out of all the different companies of animatronics I've had, I definitely say Techie seems to be the most high quality.
Yeah,
SBI definitely not as much.
Old SBI, like 2010's SBI, definitely had better quality than 2010's Techie with all their older jump scare stuff. Like almost half the classic jump scare props, like break all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move on here. Next image. See what's next here. All right, next here we have new witch for this year. Nothing too crazy going on with her.
She's basic. I saw some people saying that from the stock images they thought she was going to be a Cotton Candy Dan remake, which would be awesome.
Currently doesn't look.
I think that'd be great for a witch prop, but it isn't.
That would be.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
And just looking at like the stick and the cauldron, I doubt it even like moves. Like I don't think it would even have a stirring animation like Cauldron Creep, for example.
Looks like it could. I don't know though.
Maybe. but definitely has mouth movements. Definitely got a latex face.
Yeah.
I think it's just standard SVI witch, like what we've gotten from wholesale for years now.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I do like the look of the cauldron though, with like the wood details and the fire,
Same.
but yeah,
It's
overall,
definitely one of the better cauldrons. Like it looks nice, and it's not like one of those cheap fabric cauldrons like what Cauldron Creek has.
Yeah, definitely. And hello, Victorian Vampire Haunter. Welcome. And am I using Streamlabs? I'm just using YouTube here. I don't have any streaming software. Yeah, Pump Patch Power said, hope the prices are good this year. I hope they are too, but Lowe's always seems more expensive.
More expensive.
Yeah.
Home Depot, I think, is going to knock it out this year because like there's almost no competition anymore. Like Lowe's still isn't bad this year, but I don't think they'll hold a candle to Home Depot. Party City's out of the picture. Big Lots out of the picture.
Well, Party City
Haunted
maybe
Hill Farm could honestly be good. There's a lot of potential for Haunted Hill Farm this year. Yeah,
Haunted Hill Farm. I can't wait to see what they release because seeing some of their like leak or not really leaks, but like teasers they put on Instagram. So they're new return stuff and
we've gotten like some half confirmed stuff from them. Like Convulsing Nurse is basically guaranteed to come back.
Yeah,
a lot of people are theorizing that Boogeyman and Coat Rack Monster might also be coming back, which would be great if they do and they come back with like rebuilt necks and stuff.
Yeah, I heard about Gruesome Granny too. I think was the name of the prop. She might be. Yeah,
Gruesome Granny was another one. And then some people I saw, like, because they released a couple of teasers, like flashing images, Spirit did in 2020. And some people saw some newly sculpted hands, and they said they were the same hands that were on like a prototype neck snapping granny from last year when we got those Techie leaks.
Yeah.
So Haunted Hill Farm might be doing some original stuff this year along with classic Techie.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see.
I think Haunted Hill Farm will probably be, honestly, might be better than Lowe's this year.
Yeah. I really wish they did ship to Canada, though, because it's definitely some cool return stuff I would have want to get.
Do, actually.
Really?
Because you can use some places, like Wayfair, for example, but they're super expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And Bed Bath & Beyond, which is really weird, but they do sell animatronics and inflatables and stuff. I've been looking at them for months now, and they're not, like, too bad. They're all, like, under 300. Well, the smaller Techie stuff, like Howler, for example, he's like $250, which isn't terrible, and I think that's with free shipping as well.
Yeah, I'll check that out, I guess.
Yeah, it's like they're not like greatly priced, but you can get the Haunted Hill stuff or stuff in Canada. It's just it's gonna sound a lot more expensive than what people are paying in the States.
True. And hi, Tony Boy to the Halloween Entourage stream, and Blind Hunter said they like the DJ and Balloon Dog Clown. Yeah, I've seen a few people that said their favorites in chat, and DJ and Balloon Dog Clown seem like the most favorite.
I think Balloon Dog Clown is going to be like the hot buy for Lowe's this year.
Probably. I'd definitely buy them if we still had Lowe's in Canada. And if they had Animatronics here.
Ronan might come out with some stuff this year. I mean, like they had that one witch last year.
Then that's some like
they could come out
stuff too.
With something.
Yeah.
Like for example, Anka Sunstar, I think will be just by sounds of it, they're gonna be like really good quality this year.
Yeah.
With their outdoor rated stuff, and it seems like they're actually making decent props now. Kind of on the same level as like what was it? Oh, what was his name? The guy from Spirit last year. The budget prop.
I forget. Or Night Terror?
Yeah, Night Terror. Yeah. So it seems like most Sunstar stuff's on the same level as Night Terror. So like I think Rona could get some decent Sunstar stuff this year.
Yeah, I think so.
And Halloween Alley.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they get. Yeah, and Anno Hans and Artem Skeleton both just said they like the Balloon Dog Clown. Yeah, definitely a popular one.
Yeah, I've noticed actually quite a pattern with Lowe's since 2023 that they've released like a new like high quality Techie clown. Like first it was Stilts, then last year was the bowling pin guy, and now it's this guy. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another totally unique clown from Lowe's next year.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Lowe's and Home Depot Lowe's and Home Depot are really showing like how to do good clown props. Like they're not overdoing it. but they're releasing like one or two good props, like Home Depot with the Trickster Trio and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spirit
I
2
think
though,
Home
they
Depot will
released
come
a
out
couple
with
good ones.
another clown this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Home Depot ends up releasing for clowns, because I did really like the Trickster Trio last year, so be interested to see what they released for this year.
I think they were good. I like props that have customizability or like a unique gimmick, like Trickster Trio. Like I think that was a smart move, making it so you could like separate them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
like Pack in general last year just had like great props all around. I think a lot of them were underrated. Well, like Doctor was Pack, and then Trickster Trio was Pack, Soul Slasher, which I also have, and then some of the stuff like that one wolf guy at Costco. I really liked him. I didn't get him in the end, but that was another just like really nice quality one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was kind of surprised by like Pack last year, some of the stuff they've made, because I'm always used to like the older Pack stuff where it's just cheaper animatronics, like the one Reaper guy have, but they've definitely improved their quality.
Yeah, Pack and Techie, or I guess and Sunstar now, are just like rising up in quality, and like SVI is too.
Mm-hmm. SVI seems to be like
since
consistent
like pre-2020, but like I haven't seen like SVI like really drastically improve in quality since 2020, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like they keep releasing all this new tech, which is great. They're definitely probably the forefront for like new technology and stuff.
Yeah.
But like their quality's just kind of been the same. And Techie, like Balloon Dog Clown, I think you'll have like great welds. I think you'll have like a Darling Dolly mech by the looks of it. Like I don't think it's like a Hugs because it's too fast. It's like he's dropping forward.
Yeah. Could be it. I'm curious to see what it is. I feel like it's probably something like Ice Cream Clown or Hugs the Clown is mech. But
because it's so much more fast though. I think it is Darling Dolly's.
Yeah.
Like if you see him, he does drop, and Hugs and Ice Cream Clown actually have a slow lunge.
I guess. Darling Dolly seemed to drop like way more, unless they were. I guess they could like change the mech for this.
I think it's just like a smaller version of Darling Dolly's mech.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, could be what it is. And hello, Fine and Helt. Welcome to the stream. Definitely said that wrong, but Arm Skeleton said Lowe says almost 10 return animatronics. It does seem like that quite a few return.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because just off the top of my head right now, like what we saw, the two Haunted Mansion guys are coming back. Then there's the pop-up pumpkin.
The two band guys.
The two ocean, the deep sea diver and the pirate captain. Bone Collector's coming back, which is great. I think the Scarecrow's done now, which sucks. He was really good.
Yeah.
I think that 10-foot skeleton's also coming back. I think that was in one of the images.
Oh yeah.
What are the other ones? The Boington Clown is coming back as well. He was in another photo. Yeah, I think it is just about 10. I think I'm missing like 2, but probably in some other images.
Yeah.
The 2 Bluetooth guys. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Quite a few, I guess. Yeah, but right there, I guess that's Balloon Dog Clown. We'll have to see the video of him later, because it's animation, just how he lunges forward, and then the dog there.
We'll talk more about him later. He's just great overall. I can see why he's a favorite.
Yeah. Let's see what's next. Okay, next we have the band here, which I guess we might only be seeing the piano and the other guy return, not the drummer and the original guitarist.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, because they were in the castle setup last year when they were returning.
Yeah. I do really like the new DJ.
I think the singer guy's on like a podium back there. He must that tall last I remember.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if they are gonna like continue the band line past this year, because I want to know like what else they could make.
Yeah, I think it is kind of dying down. Like there's some niche instruments they could do, like that one fake saxophone Bluetooth Reaper. But at the same time, like how often would a saxophone be used in like Halloween music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Victorian Vampire.
I think Techie has the Bluetooth technology copyrighted, which sucks. Because
Yeah.
personally, I think the execution could have been way better on a lot of the Reapers. Like, I feel like if SVI had the technology, they could do a lot more unique stuff and like a lot more animation.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to see these with more animation because they all seem to be like fairly simple.
Yeah. Like I said, I saw a video, and yeah, the Bluetooth Reaper literally just has like head bobbing, or the DJ. That's all he has, which sucks. He could have done so much more with like his free hand or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and Victorian Vampire Hunter too just said that I think they are continuing the band line. So I guess I'm curious if they're.
I think they will. Lowe likes keeping with their gimmicks and playing them as long as they can. I think they'll have a new Techie 12-footer, or at least they'll try to, for quite a few years now.
Yeah. Yeah, the Blind Haunter said.
Honestly, I'd be fine with that. Like I said, like I don't think Techie's made a single bad 12-footer yet. Like SVI, well, I mean SVI started it, of course, but you know they've made arguably a couple pretty mediocre 12-footers. Some people hated Inferno Deadwood. Personally, I liked it, but you know, I don't think anyone like really hates any of the Techie 12-footers. Honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Blind Haunter also said the Kraken's another one that's returned for this year.
Yeah, the Kraken.
I guess all the seed guys
are. Count as an animatronic though. That is more of a set or a little mold piece, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Not an animatronic. Yeah, there's the band though. Let's move on to the next image. Right, next here, nothing too crazy. We of course can see the clown guy, whatever it's called. He's returned in.
The clown guy back.
Yeah.
A lot of people are calling him Gutterball last year, which I think is a way better name. Hopefully, I think the Balloon Dog clown actually does have like a name. I think it is Gassy the clown.
Yeah, maybe.
I believe so. At least I think that's also what the fake name list also had. I saw some people commenting on it. I think it's just better when some props have names, like actual names.
In this photo too, we can all see there's this kind of like new groundbreaking skeleton idea where it's just the head and the hands. That's interesting.
He looks great. Personally, I like him.
Yeah, he's not too bad.
He looks big. Like I think his proportions might even be bigger than Rattle's. Maybe that might be a stretch. But personally, I like this. I think this is finally like a big, groundbreaking skeleton that breaks off from the hundreds of Rattles we got last year.
Yeah, that's crazy how many we got released.
Yeah.
Curious if we're gonna get even more this year.
He looks pretty nice quality. I like the lights in the eyes, and he looks really well detailed. I'm noticing he has like little plastic pieces under his palms, I think, to like support the hands, and those kind of look a little cheap, but
yeah, definitely.
Very minor detail.
Yeah. Overall, I guess not too bad. Looks good, and yeah, definitely having something different than Rattles type of thing is cool to see.
Yeah. One thing I'm now realizing about the band is if the keyboardist is returning, I wonder if he's finally going to be in store this year. I think he'll actually sell pretty well if he's in store.
I feel like they would make him in store if they're only bringing back two of the band guys.
Yeah. I know they've done some online only stuff and brought it in store.
Yeah.
Sucks they didn't do that with Stilts. That would have been great.
Oh yeah, would have.
But yeah, and then like some people, like what Home Depot did last year, some of the online only stuff that doesn't sell ended up in some stores. Like some people saw the Fisherman Zombie in stores last year.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess let's move on to the next image.
Wait, one more thing before the image is gone. Is in the back there, you can actually see that Lowe's is trying to make their own, at least what I've heard, like an ultra posable back there. Like the one skeleton almost looks like Grim. Some people are saying that they're making their own version of the ultra posable, which that could be interesting.
Yeah. Yes, let's move on now. The Blind Haunter just said, did not hear if we said about Kraken come back. Yeah, Kraken is come back, like he did mention.
Yeah, People are saying that. I think there is one image with him like in the far back. I think that actually right behind the witch there. No, like that's the spider.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Saw him back. Yeah, or some skeletons.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah, like it looks good quality, but it's just nothing special. This witch.
The dress looks okay. I mean, it looks like silk. I think this is probably like a gemmy pop, like a cheap gemmy pop up.
Yeah,
I don't think it's Techie. Yet again, just seems too flimsy and small to be Techie.
Yeah. But yeah, it still does look nice, I would say, but yeah, probably just something cheaper. The other witch definitely cooler this year, even though it's also just nothing special.
No, this shouldn't be more than $150 at most. Like this looks cheap.
Right. Yeah, so there's that witch. What do we have next here? The next here, we've already pretty much talked about this, but it's just another view of where we have the Haunted Mansion guys, we have the clown, and then the other two there. Nothing really much to talk about.
Here's a better look at the Gravedigger too. A lot of people are commenting on his proportions. He's like leaning forward 3 feet or something like that.
Yeah, it's like quite a bit.
It's like basically like on a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. Well, Artem Skeleton just said that some people are saying that the witch we just saw, some people are saying could be a reskin of the Snap and Scarecrow from Home Depot.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people saying that.
I'm
it
not
could
sure.
Be. I don't remember if that's Techie or not. I think it is.
Yeah, I think that was
Techie. Home Depot hasn't done anything with Techie in a while, but I think the last Techie prop might have been the pop-up Goblin, but I think that was also SBI.
Yeah. Or I think the Pop Goblin was Techie, I thought. Yeah, they definitely haven't worked with Techie since like 2022, so...
No, they haven't worked with Techie for a long time.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next image here, see what else we have. Yeah, here's just another view of just all the stuff going on here.
Yeah, I love this castle set. I think they custom made this. This thing looks great.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't really like done like a big theme like this in store. I guess it would be like a lot of money to mass produce, but
this set piece is probably like a couple $100. Like this looks like custom made.
True.
But they did do like some small brick wall sets last year in certain stores. Like
I saw that.
Party City used to do.
Yeah, most stores didn't really seem to do that though. Just a couple odd stores. Maybe they're like testing out doing something.
A couple odd stores. I don't think Lowe's or Home Depot, just because of the size of their props, really has like the space or time to do actual set pieces.
Probably
which is
not,
fine because honestly, I think Home Depot has become iconic now, having them kind of like set up little themes and animatronics and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And hello, G-Vorks. Welcome. Yeah.
I guess we're on to the next image now. Not a lot else to see here.
Yeah, nothing new here. Yeah, Victorian Vampire Harnell said she can't believe that Party City is closing in 2 weeks, and I guess Party City is going to close soon.
Yeah, well, not for us.
Yeah, not for us.
Not for in Canada, but we're not going to be getting anything good. I am kind of sad with myself because my store, which never gets any of the animatronics, got one drop-down Scarecrow last year, and I missed out on it. And now stuff like that, because I think some Party City stores will still have like leftover stock from last year. They'll become like super sought after items. Like some people will probably go across Canada trying to find like the remnants of the American Party City stuff in our Party Cities.
Yeah, I'm curious if Party City in Canada is going to continue on with like any of the U.S. Party City lines that they have. Like maybe they'll get the rates to it or something. I don't know.
It is Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
And Canadian Tire did get the Gemmy stuff last year, like the 12-foot mummy was completely on their own.
Yeah, I think they ordered some stuff from Sunstar, I think was the thing.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have anything to the extent of what like Party City in the States had last year, but I could see them maybe looking more into the higher quality Sunstar stuff or Gemmy stuff, maybe even some of the cheaper SBI stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so if they will get anything. I wonder if they'll like ever like order from like Morse costumes or anything, because I know some of the stuff they do order from like some of the companies that seem to always be at like Trans World and Halloween Party Expo each year, but curious if they'll ever order
Yeah.
any animatronics. Yeah, Arton just said that Party City Canada will probably have Sunstar, maybe Morse. Yeah, I'm curious if they will. But
Yeah, I think, well, because Party City Canada is from here on out probably going to have whatever Canadian Tire has. So
yeah,
it's kind of all up to what Canadian Tire decides to get.
yeah,
I think it is, at least this year, probably some Sunstar stuff. But I think there's potential. They'll never be to the extent of like Home Depot, but they
no,
could get some decent stuff. I think they could outdo Rona for sure and some other
definitely.
stores.
Yeah. And image here right now is another view of the licensed guys there. I think I had a better view of Mickey on here, or maybe I didn't. But yeah, we also have this new Mickey animatronic over there too for this year, which is interesting.
Yeah, Mickey one's interesting because it looks like a reskin of the Home Depot one. Like the base mold looks almost identical.
Yeah.
And it looks like it would have the same like waist turn, arm wave, servo animation again.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not sure like how much Lowe's does with SBI. Like as far as I know, like Home Depot is mainly SBI and Lowe's is mainly Techie. So this could be like Techie's rendition of it, or it could just be SBI. Maybe Jemmy, hopefully not Jemmy, because then it's probably not gonna be very good.
Yeah, if it is Jemmy, that'd suck. But I don't know. It does look similar to the Christmas guy from Home Depot.
The quality of the SBI one at Home Depot is like really good, and
Yeah.
Jemmy would probably never do something that good quality.
No. Yeah, and then I saw that like dancing skeleton guy there too in front of him, which is kind of like the tombstone guy from Costco last year, which
also
so weird.
Like a blow mold, well, not Casper. There's actually a dancing blow mold ghost beside Mickey that you can't see.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of interested in how the animation works because you see like the pole going up behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I assume it'll be
those
like,
seem
similar
like
to
something you'd see at like Target, you know?
Yeah, it definitely does look like something from their like line. If it has that cartoony look.
Yeah,
that
it
Target
just
goes
seems
with.
like too cute for Lowe's. So it makes me wonder. I guess Target's another one of those stores that could maybe come out with one or two good things this year.
Maybe. Well, the last few years they
Like
seem
they
to
were
stick
trying
with
last year.
different stuff.
Yeah, they were trying last year, and it wasn't bad. I think the rocking
No.
skeleton was really underrated, but I think just a
Yeah,
lot
he's
of people don't like kid-friendly stuff, and Target would never do anything like scary.
No, they're definitely more like family-friendly type stuff. It always seems.
Yeah. But like those little guys, the dancing skeleton and the dancing ghost, honestly, if they're like the Rapping Reaper, like what was he, like $60-$80 last year? If they're like budget, they wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Something cheaper, I guess.
Be even better if they were tiny Bluetooth guys, but I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. I guess that's pretty much it for that image. I have a couple images left here. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad about the spider. He looks good at his size, but I was super stoked when I heard he was going to be 10 feet.
Yeah, I was too. Yeah, I was excited because it looked like it'd be something you could like walk through and it'd be a cool prop to have.
Exactly. Granted, the storage would have been probably ridiculous on that thing.
Yeah, probably.
It would have been possible, but yeah, but it's still impressive. Like on the old listing, how much LEDs it said it had. Like, I wonder if this thing's gonna have some like really cool light effects, maybe.
Yeah, definitely could has good light in like in the legs there, the face and everything. So
yeah,
it could definitely
the
have.
abdomen looks a little
good stuff.
Weird. I saw someone posting about how this technically isn't a spider because spiders only have two segments. This is technically an insect, not an arachnid. But the butt abdomen part there kind of looks weird with the different blotches of color instead of like an actual pattern.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
but
looks alright.
They're going for here, and if it has like good lighting, it could be a really cool just set piece kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I kind of like how he's like only supported by the legs too. Definitely, just makes it cooler.
That could mean he's probably pretty brittle. I imagine if someone were to, fall on top of him or I don't know.
Yeah.
enough weight on him or to get knocked over or whatever, he'd probably break.
Yeah, could happen, I guess.
Because, like, yeah, the legs don't look bad quality by any means, but it still is suspended by 8 little plastic poles.
Yeah. Yeah, and hello, site. Welcome to the stream. And Great Solus Tuber said, "Can I see a demo of Emily and Victor?" I don't remember if there was actually a demo of them. At least I didn't.
I haven't seen that
Oh no,
yet.
Arts and Skeleton just said there isn't. But yeah, I guess just have to wait on those.
They're definitely jamming. I am pretty disappointed with them. And Lowe was definitely just trying to go for the cash grab after they saw what Spirit did last year. Or Jemmy or whoever decided to make that.
Yeah, definitely.
Just the illusionist. Yeah. I don't get what's up with this guy.
No.
Like he's such an elusive prop. Like he's a static supposedly, and he's like 3 feet tall.
Oh really?
He doesn't seem to have any lights.
Yeah, so it's just more of like a statue, I guess.
Yeah, and then I think he has like a mirror he's holding or something. Like you can see the reflection of some lady in there. I think he's just like holding a mirror. It's a really weird photo to look at because you can't quite tell like what's him.
Yeah, I don't know. It is very strange. Definitely seen more photos.
I thought maybe there was like a hole through his chest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Through to someone on the other side, but it doesn't line up with like the archway, and then also that lady would have to be super short. So
yeah, it's kind of interesting to see more details about because I don't know.
I don't like him. He reminds me of like the old Morbid stuff. Like I think it'd be cooler if we got more of the detailed small characters. Like this just seems a lot more professional than other stuff. I think it's like the face sculpt like actually looks good on him.
Yeah.
If he's like a budget probably under 100, I think he'll be really cool this year.
Yeah, definitely that. Yeah, it would be cool if he was a cheaper one. Yeah, I think that's the last image I have here, but we do also have some videos here.
There's the other image of the side with like 20-foot inflatable guy, or at least we think he's 20 feet.
Oh, really?
He's also interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I have a photo of that one.
I don't know if you had that photo.
No, I don't think I did.
Well, there's nothing else to talk about it in that photo besides him, because then they also have another 12-foot skeleton knockoff, and what was the other one? And then a second setup 10-foot scarecrow for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I guess now we can check out some of the videos I have here. Course 3. Yeah, let's check out the balloon dog phone, because I know he's one that is definitely a favorite. Let's see him. Hopefully the audio and everything sounds good, but... Yeah, that's an awesome jump scare.
It's like a small drop down neck. It's not like a slow.
Guess so. Yeah, it does way faster. Yeah, I love that balloon dog too. How it has the mouth there. That's so creepy.
He's just like really well made. Like how the teeth and the mouth like seamlessly shut close. To look like a normal balloon dog. I think that's great.
Yeah, I just can't even see which is... Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah, like the amount of detail and like effort that must have went into like rearranging the teeth so they like slide together like that is pretty impressive. So the mouth does look weird. I think you can see like the small white motor that like moves his mouth, which I don't quite get that.
Yeah.
Like in the clown himself, you can see the little white piece in there.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, it is also nice. Yeah, mouth animation there, but I do wish it was like different from like just the mouth that opens like up and down, which is more like a latexy face type one.
More uniqueness.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I think it works really well for the face sculpt. I feel like doing like a standard mouth opening or like a latex. Well, I'm glad they didn't do latex. It just makes it better that it's plastic.
Yeah, I guess.
But it would be a lot more difficult to do with like a latex mask, especially with those teeth.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I guess that does. Yeah, definitely make him a bit more unique.
Yeah. So since this guy is Techie, he's a new mech. I imagine he will be like I said, like really high quality.
Probably.
I think the shoes should be pretty good on him too. I think Techie in general. I can't like remember. I know the bowling pin guy last year had really good quality clown shoes.
Yeah.
You know they didn't have hollow bases because they were. You saw the bottom of them. I think Stilts had really good shoes, which is.
Yeah, I think so.
So this guy probably has like some really good plastic shoes, and obviously like the clown's probably really good plastic and the balloon dog and all that.
Yeah. Right.
So like quality wise, I think this guy's gonna be great. But if I had to guess price, he's probably gonna be like $300.
Yeah, probably. I wish Lowe's was like more cheaper, but that was price stuff more.
Cheaper. I will agree. I think not all their prices, but like some of their prices are pretty justified for the quality. Like the Techie 12-footers, I think those are fair prices.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
And like they had some good price stuff last year. Like that one Labor Day sale with skeletons was pretty impressive. I was down there when it was happening, and I was pretty close to buying one of those printed skeletons.
Yeah, I definitely would have bought one if I was there. That was like a good deal. Like
I can't remember. I think it was like $100 or $200. Like it was good price. They were the Jemmy Sunstar ones, so not the best skeleton, but I was kind of tempted to get it just to customize it. The only problem was because I went across the border, it would have been a pain to try and get it back. Also, if I took a small car, so.
Yeah, right.
I ended up getting Soul Slasher. He was great.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see another one of these videos here. Yeah, that's a clown. Oh, we had this one here. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Like I said, he doesn't seem. He's definitely not a Mr. Dark reskin. Some people
just jump straight up.
They're still thinking he's obviously not. He's way too small to jump. But he's also yet again he's like not wide enough to be Pop-Up Pumpkins. Because Pop-Up Pumpkin's neck was like really wide and it needed to be because of the springs and like the size of the jump. So I think it's more like a Force Demon, like the old Spirit Pennywise type jump scare, but just like double the height.
It does seem like something like that. But I'm curious if they would work with Crazy Crate or made by Techie.
If the female Plague Doctor has animation. Like it's not even doing anything this entire time. You can see the cheap,
just lights up. Looks like
the cheap little dolls, they move, and then the Peekaboo Clown just hasn't gone off in this video.
Yeah, the two twins down there looks like their whole heads actually light up, which is just weird. Definitely a cheaper Jemmy one.
Oh, they do. You're right. It's cheap plastic. Oh, that is. Oh no.
Yeah.
That just makes it so much worse.
Yeah. I definitely don't like that animatronic.
I'm just like not a fan of small doll props, mostly because all of them kind of suck. Like these, like even some of the classic Techie doll or creepy girl props. Like I know a lot of people love them, but I don't see it personally.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really creepy. Yeah, Artem Skeleton just said that the Plague Doctor might move its head.
Maybe, but like
this
it
video
didn't go off at all in this video. And the other video I saw, they only had the clown in frame. So I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
But
might also just be static.
Techie. I feel like there's Techie. It would have had like something to it, or quality, or anything. I think it is Jemmy. It does strike me as like one of those Jemmy ones.
Yeah.
Like the actually like decent quality Jemmy animatronics that we've got. Yeah, so I guess that's that video. Don't really see the pop-up clown guy going, but pretty much just like I saw in the audio for this guy, you hear like some grunting and stuff, and it sounds kind of like the old Lego advertisements. Like there's this one grunt in there, and it sounds like some sort of like kids cartoon grunting or whatever. I think I think it's him talking in it. It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I imagine he probably has some sort of cheesy puns. Like he probably has some sort of deep voice or whatever, and some sort of clock pun. Your time is up. Blah blah blah. Jumps up, scares you.
Yeah, probably something like that.
I do really like the look of this guy. I think the stopwatch and the fancy binoculars and stuff, he would fit in like a fancy haunted ballroom or haunted hotel type thing. Like he'd fit really well. I don't like the fact the stopwatch glows. That looks really fake.
Yeah, right. I just too, I guess, to go green,
I just like his looks. Well, he does look very unique.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do like when they make like more uniquer stuff. So I guess that's nice about him.
Yeah,
just being more unique.
I do like the face sculpt too. It's a very nice face sculpt.
Yeah. Right, they definitely
and
do
the light
on
up eyes
that.
do kind of work with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's that video. One more video here too. Or was it scene 2? Oh yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, would be the werewolf.
Yeah, it's very slow.
Like I see what
yeah, Big Lots one was definitely better. How just fast it was.
I mean, maybe if the audio like on cue, I like the animation, but if it was like maybe twice the speed, it would just be a lot better.
Yeah, because it doesn't really jump scare as much as the other one, and
yeah, because
so slow.
Like a bigger character as he moves slower. But I think that would just work better if he was like a bigger character, because I don't think he'd even like he's probably just 7 feet tall. Like he's not like a super big werewolf either.
Yeah, probably.
Like if this is like a 10-foot werewolf with this animation, this would be cool. Like similar to Mega Wolf or whatever. Just because he is big, it makes sense. He'd be so slow moving. But this is just because they don't have good enough motor for the animation.
Right. Yeah. That really sucks.
Scarecrow is such a like good ambient prop. Like he's big, he's detailed, he just slowly moves. It's kind of all you need, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome about him. I wonder he probably is outdoor rated too.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have like really crappy audio.
Mm-hmm.
Like like if he just doesn't talk, if he just like chuckles in the background, I think he'd be like one of my favorite props of the year.
Yeah.
Like he would be so cool in a cornfield or a farm theme, just having him in the back.
Yeah, he would be.
And he has to be outdoor rated. There's no way he's not. Like
especially with how big he is. Yeah, definitely has to be.
So yeah, well, I'm hoping for him because I don't think we can really hear him have audio in this video. But I just hope he just has like a chuckle and he just moves from side to side.
Yeah, I assume it's like
and
that.
He's such a good prop.
Yeah, he definitely seemed like he would have more ambient audio, but I guess they could always just add random voice lines to him.
If they give him some corny lines, they're just gonna be really disappointing.
Yeah,
and he is gonna be at least like $300 or more knowing those, which sucks.
Yeah,
because he could be cheaper because like he is just a bunch of sticks and he only have one animation by the looks of it. Like he could maybe be $250 if we're lucky, but he's one that I would honestly like debate maybe like going across the border to get. Like I just really like him.
Yeah, he's definitely one that I would maybe want to get, but that's probably
it just really
want to
depends on the price for me because
Yeah. Also in this video though, we do see that one Reaper guy as the bell.
Yeah.
I like that bell animation. It's more unique. I don't think we've seen anything like that before.
I don't know if he might have mouth animation as well. I think he did talk. You can kind of hear it in the end part of the video. But yeah, the bell animation.
Yeah, it does sound like he has some audio lines, so.
Probably doesn't have like really good supports. You can see him wiggling all about when he shakes the bell, which is good. I mean, it adds more fluidity and like animation to the character, which is fine.
Yeah.
But just because he looks like he might be more cheaply structured, he still could be a budget prop, which I think would be great. Like this just seems like a really good budget prop.
Yeah, probably. He does look like
I
he'd
don't know
be
if it's
cool
a
in
real
though if he was a
bell
budget one.
or bell audio, but it just sounds like really good in this video.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like very loud, very clear. So definitely sounds like a real bell kind of.
That he's holding. I know some props have like done that before. Like monkey chimes had real symbols.
Yeah. I don't know. Sounds more like it's just the audio, but yeah, it could be a real bell.
I think it might be the audio.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's one of the props where I wouldn't care if he has like cheesy audio because he's a Reaper.
Yeah.
All Reapers have to have some sort of cheesy audio to them.
Exactly.
He's probably rings the bell and it's like your time is up or whatever.
Yeah, nothing special probably.
No, but I kind of just like him, the blue and the white, and he just looks good. If you had him amongst other cemetery props, he would just look good.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it would be nice if he is outdoor rated too, but I guess we'll see if he has.
Maybe, like I said, because Lowe has been doing better about making more stuff outdoor rated. So I think him and Balloon Dog Clown, there's like a decent chance they might be outdoor rated.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Colossals have to be. There's no way they're not. And heck,
Right.
maybe even some of the Sunstar stuff might be the outdoor rated Sunstar stuff, like the little weird creepy, not the Jemmy one, but the other creepy doll in the last video, or maybe the Snapping Witch could also be outdoor rated.
Yeah, it might be. Because I saw Sunstar was experimenting with
outdoor rated stuff. I think this is the year where we're going to get a lot more outdoor rated stuff, just because all the stores know that they're selling super well, because most haunters have their, haunt and stuff outside.
Yeah. Does seem like lots of the animatronic companies too are starting to experiment with making stuff, so I think definitely next few years we'll see all.
It's really not hard to make an animatronic outdoor rated. You just need to put more quality into it, like better wiring and better connections.
Yeah, just have it covered somehow.
It doesn't take a lot to make a prop outdoor rated. Companies just need to put in the money and time.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to raise the price that much either. Just look at some of the stuff that has been outdoor rated. So.
Unless the quality is substantial.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the 12-footers and stuff. But making a prop like this outdoor rated really wouldn't raise the price by much.
Yeah. Probably not.
Big thing about the rated stuff is the clothing, and obviously there's still a lot of outdoor rated props with fabric, water absorbent clothing.
Yeah.
And it's not good for them to be out in the rain, but they'll last in the rain. That's the thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I definitely would see more outdoor rated this year because I've run out of room in my garage now, so I definitely would like to have stuff that can be outdoors.
And like I said, I only have 3 or 4 covered spaces in my outdoor haunt that I can actually have animatronics. And having stuff like Plague Doctor and the 2 12-footers last year just felt have that extra sense of security because you know that they can last outside in these winds and these rain and all that.
Yeah.
And I even had some of my indoor stuff, like my Servo Inferno Reaper. He basically stayed on my porch the entire year, the entire season. But because he is indoor rated and all that, he didn't get any rain, but he lasted in all the cold and the moist and the wind and all that.
Yeah. Right. So that's nice. Also in this video, we do quickly see the Gravedigger, but nothing really much of him.
Yeah, I think he is SVI, which like I said, is weird. Because I think last year, 90% of the lineup was just Techie and Jemmy. And it's kind of been like that for a couple of years now. And he looks like SVI. He looks like some straight out of Morris. I think he has to be SVI. There's no way he's Techie.
Yeah, they must just be starting to order from some other companies because...
Yeah. He could be outdoor rated because it's interesting that they gave his such plasticky gloves.
Yeah, his hands are
silicone
plastic.
head, which makes him outdoor rated.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it doesn't look like he has much animation. It looks like he might lift his lantern. He might move the shovel, maybe. But he doesn't he has any head turn. It looks like he just has the mouth movement.
Yeah, right.
It would have been really cool to get a servo Gravedigger. And I think Home Depot is really going to come up with some good servos this year, kind of like Cap and Cut.
Yeah, each year seems like they've been doing stuff.
It'd be cool if Lowe's experimented more with it, kind of like what Techie did last year with the Sea Witch, which sold terribly.
Yeah. Right.
I think Techie will eventually do servos again, and he could still be servo, but like I doubt. I think he would have moved in this video if he was.
Right. Yeah, just looks like mouth animation on the head there.
Yeah, but I think he is just a standard SPI groundbreaker or like gravedigger, which you know, still feels out of place for Lowe's, but it works, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And Artem Skeleton just compared that his head does look similar to Carnival Barker, which that's what I've been hearing some people say too.
It does.
But I'm not sure if they ever really use.
First off, like I don't think it's the same sculpt because first off, his mustache is like so much more prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Carnival Barker had the well, I guess it is. Yeah, never mind, because the mustache isn't even part of the sculpt. But the teeth also just seem a little bit more different, and he does seem to have more like bags under the eye, or like on his cheeks there, like more extra skin than Carnival Barker did.
Yeah,
it could be his sculpt. But also his sculpt didn't have the plastic eyes; they had the digi eyes, which means that the eyes were differently shaped.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it probably is different. I don't think they really reuse like head molds too often.
Yeah,
at least SPI doesn't.
Good about like going out of their way to make new molds for props. They'll reuse hand molds and foot molds all the time because I mean no one knows the difference.
Yeah.
Like usually they try not to reuse face molds just because it is so obvious and it looks so much cheaper on their part.
Yeah, exactly. So that probably is more
it could be. But at least they went out of their way to paint it differently and no one can really tell.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think, is that pretty much all in this video? Yes, so.
I think so. Because Papa Pumpkin didn't even go off. Oh, we already seen him, but he didn't go off in this video either.
Yeah. I guess, we already pretty much know what he does, but I guess that is all the videos there. Then all the photos so far. Do you know if there's like anything else that has come out that's like worth looking at? Or
you had a couple of videos, didn't you?
No, I just had the 3 that I found. There might have been more. These are just the ones.
There were a couple other videos. I don't know if you've watched him, but Spooky Guy 444 did his own video, and he had like a bunch of other footage that I know you don't have.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't watch his video yet.
No, I watched it. He does some really good videos.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the video of the Bluetooth Reaper going off, but he said that he saw it, and he said he couldn't show it for some reason. I guess someone copyrighted or just didn't want him showing it or whatever. But he did talk about how the DJ Reaper only bobs his head, and then he also had videos of what was it? I think he had. Actually, I guess it was just these 2 videos. These were the only ones we got for the first like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, honestly, this is so far pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are hating on Lowe's too much this year. I agree that they may not be as good as last year, but if the pricing is good and some of these props have some really surprising animation, or the Gemmy props aren't just like completely trash, then I think that it could be really good this year.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna have.
But I'm all eager for March when we get some Home Depot leaks because
I can't wait for that.
At the rate Home Depot's going this year, I think it's just going to be like the year because the competition is like almost nothing, and they've shown just like how unique they were last year. I think that they'll go out of the way to probably try and do some more quality stuff this year too.
Yeah, I feel like Home Depot this year is definitely going to be their biggest year yet, and I think
like
they might be
earlier,
the best.
I think Haunted Hill Farm is also going to be really good this year, especially if they do a bunch of those Techie returns. And it sounds like they're actually trying to like put in production some of these old Techie prototypes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting.
Just in general, like Techie seems like the company that like, if you compare like the props at Home Depot to like Techie as a whole, it feels like Techie might just be better this year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, each year seems like Techie just keeps doing better and better.
Yeah, like because like SVI always has the new tech, like the motion tracking and the servos, and well, I guess that's really all it's got in the past 2 years. But so I doubt Techie. I don't really know where Techie can go from here. Like, there's just not a lot of new technology they could try and incorporate.
No.
Besides maybe trying to do more with the motion tracking. Maybe Home Depot this year. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to see more stuff with the motion tracking because that was a really cool feature. And
agreed.
Yeah. One other idea that I had.
I remember when I saw it.
One other idea I actually had that would be interesting is if they combine that feature with some sort of like AI thing where it could like actually talk to you. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, well, I think
wonder if they'd ever do that.
A bit far.
I guess.
Yeah, I think some people would be a bit against that. There's one thing to have, the motion tracking, and another to have AI like looking at you and talking to you.
Right. Yeah, it would be a bit weird, but
I know there was.
Oh no.
There was this one weird thing with distortions last year. How they released this one prop that like was never really officially released, but it was like this doctor character, and supposedly, according to the listing, he used AI to talk to you.
Oh, really?
And he was like never officially released, but he was like at Transworld. And not a lot of people got videos of him because I guess he was down for maintenance or whatever. But it was like some like little tiny scientist or alien or something in this big machine, and then he used AI somehow. It was interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. It would definitely be weird though. That's something like that.
Motion tracking is the way to go. I saw some people saying that they would love to see the servo eyes with motion tracking, and I think that's totally plausible. There's definitely ways to code that and mass produce it to a degree.
Yeah, and I'd just add like even more lifelikeliness to it because not only would it like turn to look at you, but then also like its eyes could follow you too, which
honestly I could see if any company does that, it's going to be Home Depot. Like Spirit this year, I don't think we're going to get any new tech. Like it was surprising how they got nibbled last year. But even at that, like a lot of people just kind of forgot about them. Like that was the only thing he had going for him was the motion tracking, and then most people just kind of like looked over him. Like there wasn't really like one prop last year that everyone agreed was good. Like some people like Cotton Candy Dance, some people like Nibbles, other people liked the Corpse Bride stuff. It was a weird year for Spirit last year.
Yeah, definitely just an alright year from them, I think. Well, Spirit just never seems as good anymore as Home Depot. It seems I think Home Depot is just doing better.
I agree with a lot of people when I'm not going to say Spirit's falling off the rails by any means. They're still doing well.
Yeah.
But it's definitely getting harder for them to compete with Home Depot and Lowe's now, and probably Haunted Hill Farm could also become an actual worthy competitor of them.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it just seems like Spirit each year they don't really try too much new stuff. It always seems to be like very similar, like type of animatronics, like no new characters, and usually that's similar animations and stuff.
No, yeah, I like some of the, like, despite the fact Bobby String sucked, I kind of...
Yeah.
Oh, Marionette. I guess the Marionette type animation, I would love to see Home Depot also do another one of those this year, like the Marionette Witch, but, like, actually give it a good speaker and audio this time, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I wonder if
I've
they
been
do that.
kind of, like, drawing up some plans. I've been wanting to, like, try and build my own Marionette animatronic.
Yeah.
Just because I think it's like a really cool idea, and they have like so much animation, and Bobby Strings like did last year too, but you know he kind of just sucked. Like both the Marionette props kind of sucked because one had like terrible audio and the other had terrible audio.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone kind of has the same idea where we're all kind of just hoping to see what Home Depot does because. I think a lot of people have just kind of gone along with Spirit now and is kind of not sure what to expect from them anymore.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel like Home Depot give us some better, more unique and like new type stuff than Spirit. I'm still curious to see what Spirit's going to do.
I really only have Home Depot to look forward to because I don't have a Spirit Halloween near me, and Home Depot is the only place I can get like animatronics near me.
Yeah.
And I feel like Home Depot in general is just a lot more of a saving grace for us Canadians because we don't have Lowe's. We didn't really have Party City like we had the stuff last year, but that was it. Yeah. And now it's gone forever.
Right.
So I feel like Home Depot is going to have to become kind of the savior for Canadian haunters going on, especially seeing how much bigger the Canadian lineup's getting, like comparing
Yeah,
what
last
we had
year
at Home
way
Depot
better.
in Canada in 2020 to like what we got last year was quite impressive.
Yeah, seems like even some other stores too, like Rona, gave us more stuff last year. Last year just
Yeah,
bigger
I mean, like
gear.
like we were saying earlier about the Witch and all that. Like, granted, prices still suck because it's Rona,
Yeah.
but it shows they're trying at least.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Yeah, and Michael's last year too. I mean, they had that one really
Yeah.
elusive 10-foot Phantom guy, and that guy looked awesome.
Yeah.
But he only showed up in like a handful of stores, and it's kind of just forgotten immediately.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on the website, but after that, just kind of disappeared. Didn't hear anything.
And then he
about
never even came to Canada either.
Yeah,
like, he wasn't even on the Canadian website or anything. He just like didn't show, which is weird for Michaels because Michaels is almost like identical internationally.
Yeah, because like all their products from the U.S. always have a Canadian pricing on them too, because it's all the same. But
yeah,
yeah,
but I don't remember if they even had Canadian pricing on them last year because as far as I know, they never came to Canada.
Yeah, I don't think
I guess the last store for us Canadians to even look forward to would be Costco, which is also arguably getting like up there too, just like Home Depot. Like, they're getting better every year.
Yeah, they always just have such a limited selection though. Seems like, but they do have some good stuff.
Yeah, well, I think Costco, Home Depot and Costco have the best prices by far.
Right. Yeah.
Costco never. I don't think it's fair to say that they're the most unique store. Like, it was cool to see what they did in 2023, but 2024 is kind of like a miss. Like, I like the pumpkin guy. It was cool that they brought him back.
Yeah.
But once we all heard the audio, and my store never even got him, I might have got him if he came to my store. But, everyone kind of like, forgot about him. And 2023, we had like the Mummy and the Rocker Skeleton. Those were both cool and arguably unique. Last year, all we had was the werewolf and the pumpkin guy.
Right. Then, we also had that alien, but he was nothing too crazy. And
the alien, yeah, because he just got overshadowed by Spirit. Said that right.
Yeah, remember the alien was like the one that pretty much every Costco by me got. Like, only some stores got werewolf, but
my store only ever gets one animatronic. Like, 2023, my store got the Mummy, which I also missed out on and also regret. And the Fiddler Skeletons. Then last year, all my store got. They did get a small shipment of rattles that sold out in 2 days.
Yeah.
And then 2 or 3 shipments of the werewolf, which they had 8 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
And they didn't sell for a long time, and then they must have gone half off or something, and they all disappeared in 3 days.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Costco will end up doing this year.
Yeah,
I'd like to see them have more.
But... it is February, and stuff feels slower. But once we hit March and then May, and Transworld is coming up. I think a lot of. I think I keep forgetting that, but Transworld is also around the corner. What is it? I think is it end of February or beginning of March?
I think it was beginning of March, like March 8th. Something.
Yeah, I mean, neither of us are going, but
yeah, I really want to go.
I'm sure
but
both of us.
Yeah,
we'll both be there eventually someday.
Yeah, someday I'd definitely love to go there. Always looks so cool, all the videos of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Anyway, I don't really know what else to do for the live stream now. I don't know if anyone's even... we still have 8 people.
Yeah.
Nothing else to really talk about Lowe's.
No.
I mean, if you have any more, theories or ideas for, Spirit or Home Depot, I don't really got any more.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been theorizing too much yet of stuff. I have been thinking a bit about, licensed animatronics that could be coming for this year. I was making a video on that, but I think FNAF this year we might see stuff. I don't know, though. I'd like to see stuff.
I think that's one more likely licenses. Do you have, the license that you, really want to see? Personally?
Not really, no. When I think I thought of that would be awesome, it would maybe be something I'd get is, I don't know, I had an idea, if they were to take a, restaurant character like Ron McDonald and make him, creepy, and then sell that. I think a licensing like that would be cool, but...
I can see that.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Dealing with the problems and all that. But, making, a knockoff, or something that like kind of resembles like a mascot kind of horror.
Yeah.
animatronic, that could be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know. Hard to think of
Personally,
stuff like see.
I would literally do anything for any kind of Gremlins animatronic, or even like a blow mold, or like something in the retail market. Like I am
that'd be
an
awesome.
absolute fan of Gremlins, and like seeing how Home Depot did Yoda. If they did like a full servo like Gremlins Stripe or Gizmo animatronic, I would like die for that thing. Like, and seeing what they do with Chucky too. Like it's clear that they're like they have licenses with Universal, who also owns Gremlins.
Yeah.
And they are willing to make these awesome high-end servo props and the smaller scale. I'm just saying if there's a decent chance that Home Depot could make a Gremlins or some other smaller licensed character.
Right.
I don't know what I like Universal. Some people are saying they might make a Dracula or a creature from the Black Lagoon servo. I think the Black Lagoon guy would be awesome. He'd be like great with my pirate team and all that, kind of like a big servo sea creature on like the same level as their Frankenstein.
Yeah, I could see them doing something like that, especially from like the Universal Monsters line.
Try and push
continue that.
Just because Chucky sold out like so well last year.
Yeah, and Frankenstein too.
And I think Home Depot acknowledges. Yeah, and then same with Frankenstein. He also sold pretty well.
Yeah. So that would be awesome.
Like, I can't think of much other licenses. Like, did Home Depot do a lot of licenses in 2023?
I don't think they really did much licenses.
I honestly like can't think of any.
Except like I know they had Jack Skellington, Sally one year, and then they also had that.
One other guy. Yeah. Oh, okay, 13-foot Jack. That's a good point. He was probably the big one. For 2023, but like old Home Depot, like pre-2020, they never did like any licenses.
No,
as far as I
know a couple
cheap jammy stuff. But is it really fair to call those like actual licensed props these days?
I don't know. So like I guess they were licensed, but they're not that great.
Like the old 2018, like Freddy and Jason, they both suck. Like they still sell them in Canada. Like you've seen them, right? Like the cheap little Freddy and Jason ones.
Yeah, I've seen those. Like Michael Myers too. I've seen that.
Kind of suck.
yeah, they do.
Party City in Canada still has the Michael Myers.
For some reason, I guess because they can't sell them. My store has just had one sitting there for so long now, I think.
Yeah, my store has one too. It's still on the upper shelf.
Yeah.
They had one drop down scarecrow, which I didn't see in person, but one my relatives saw, and they sent me a photo. Then they also had an ice cream clown, which I think they still might have. Which honestly, I would probably buy if I was like actually able to get clowns, but whole different debate.
Yeah, I think last year 2 out of the 4 party cities in my city had like all the new animatronics, and then I think there's like 2 Canadian Tires too that pretty much got everything, which is cool. But yeah, I really wish I got Drop Down Scarecrow. It'd been awesome.
Yeah, me too. I know the Roadhogs got one, and he said he didn't care much for it.
Wow.
Which is interesting.
Huh.
I still think it'd be awesome if we could get him on one of these live streams at some point, but he hasn't been. I've been trying to like contact him, but he hasn't, talked much.
No. Yeah.
I think he probably thinks I'm like some sort of 12-year-old kid trying to get a collab with him or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Artem Skeleton just said in the chat that Home Depot could get an Art the Clown. I wonder if they would though, because we already offered Percy and Spirit, but.
Yeah, we already got the Spirit one. I think Home Depot's still trying to like draw a line at how like much horror they want to do. Like I think Chucky is like probably the extent of what they'll do, because I don't think they'll ever do anything gory.
No.
Just because they are like a more retail store.
Yeah.
But I could. Art the Clown to be a stretch, personally. I think Home Depot is going to try and, I think, stick with Universal. They seem to, like, be on good terms with them because they did make 2 servo licensed characters for them last year.
Yeah, and those sold really well. So.
Maybe we could get a Bride of Frankenstein. I could see them doing that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Go along with Frankenstein. Like I was saying, Dracula and Creature from the Black Lagoon are 2 other big, like, classic Universal monster licenses.
Yeah.
Maybe even a classic Wolfman, kind of similar to the old like Menards Costco one, but with an actual servo face.
Yeah, something like that'd be cool to see.
I think servo licensed characters are just like going to be a big thing at Home Depot this year.
Yeah, I think so.
They might try and make more of their own like servo characters, but it seems like they're just like doing better with the licensing.
Yeah, right. I could definitely see them doing more like that. So they could probably easily sell like any character as a servo animatronic, just easily
Honestly,
sell. Definitely something they want to do, I think.
Hopefully SVI, like just because last year Home Depot, I know a lot of people were complaining, mainly about Chucky and stuff, about quality. Hopefully SVI can, I feel like they've made enough last year and probably learned that they definitely need to do some more like quality and customer service stuff.
Right.
Like, I don't know if this is new or not, but they have like a website now dedicated to just selling spare parts. Unfortunately, it's limited to the States. But they have like a full website, and it's basically like almost every SVI product sold at Home Depot. You can buy like any part for them, like bases, face molds, or face the actual like head pieces, the shoes, any support poles, even like wires and cables and stuff. It's like a whole catalog. It's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, I remember last year when I got that display of the bartender guy from Home Depot, the Dean Deathologist, that they don't usually ship to Canada, but I contacted SVI, and like if your thing does break, they have like a warranty on it, I think.
I probably
so
should have done that for my guy, my Inferno, because he had a glitchy servo in his head, which I ended up taking like, I don't know, probably 2 hours taking him apart and fixing it. And he works like a charm now, but it might have just been easier to contact SVI for a new part, because I ended up tearing apart his control box, and I took apart his actual rib cage and did redid some of the lights and stuff. Like, I basically did an entire maintenance of his entire electrical system and all that. Also, because I was half bored, and it was like kind of this time last year and I had nothing to do.
Yeah, right.
But,
something to do.
Yeah, I feel like SBI is good with their customer service.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I think like I've never needed customer service for any of my stuff, really.
No, me
mostly because I buy the broken stuff and I fix them myself. Like half my animatronics were broken and I fixed them. But I feel like from what I've heard, at least Zombie Squad still seems to be the best in customer service wise. I think that's a big advantage of Spirit. Is that you're like getting that customer service with it.
Yeah, it seems like SVI is definitely good with their customer service too. Techie, I'm not too sure. I've never really heard much of them.
Yeah, but Techie, old Techie had terrible customer service from what I've heard, because no one could contact them, and it's like impossible to get replacement parts for some of this stuff and all that. So it's interesting. I'm kind of curious about Zombie Tech Squad. Because the closest Spirit Halloween to me is a 7-hour drive. I think I'm arguably like one of the farthest largely populated cities from an active Spirit Halloween. So I'm kind of curious if I ever called, because I only have one Spirit prop, I only have Jumping Spider. But if mine ever broke and I called for like a replacement part, I'm curious like what it would, either if they would like bother shipping it to me for free because it would cost them a lot of money, or if they'd make me pay extra shipping.
I think they send it to you for free.
7 hours of shipping to get here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would send it to you for free, but I'm not too sure.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm not too worried because I only have a Jumping Spider, and you still have yours from a long time ago, and they're usually pretty good if you take care of them.
Because I think mine's from like 2015, and it's still surviving.
They have rebuilt the mech once or twice. Like I think my Jumping Spider probably has a slightly better mech, or maybe like metal gears, and yours might not. I'm not quite sure. I think Techie has rebuilt the Jumping Spider mech once or twice and upgraded it a bit.
From what I read once, I think it was like up until 2016 they had like all right quality, and then it went down a bit, but then it was like 2020 or 2021 or something they really improved it. So
Martin keeps saying he's seen 2025 leaks, which I'm interested about.
Yeah, I wonder if there is any yet. I'll try search on my computer. There might be.
There might be. A lot of the stuff is just like because of the hunter community, like half of them are always on Facebook. And most of the stuff I find is on Facebook, which sucks because I barely ever use Facebook. And it was like our generation never uses Facebook.
Huh. On this, or wait, no, this is not a right page. Hold on. I found something that's called Spirit Halloween Fan Made Wiki, but I don't think this is actual stuff. It might just be fake.
The Spirit Wiki, or at least the Fan Made Wiki, actually isn't bad. They're pretty accurate.
Yeah, there's a list here that says Home Depot 2025
like,
animatronics.
I looked at them last year, right after we got like the halfway to Halloween, or the actual stuff drop in like, what was it, like June or whatever, and they took like the week to update.
Yeah, I'm gonna load this page on stream. But yeah, I don't know if this is real or not, but I found this page as these names for animatronics. A couple of them seem to have links. I don't know if these are real though.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a stretch. Yeah. You kind of got to question leaks when they're this early, but if something like this came out in March, that may be a bit more believable.
Yeah.
I saw, like, Stucky and Bud is one of the ones I watch a lot, and, like, some people in the community hate them, but they're kind of reliable for the most part. And from what I've heard, at least from them, the only, like, real leaks we've gotten this year, as far as we know, is supposedly a purple jumping spider, which is pretty realistic. I can see that happening. And a nun prop, which was like an official Spencer's Gift like shipping list. So I think it's pretty fair to say both of those are real to an extent. The nun prop might just be some cheap static or whatever, but
yeah,
this list seems quite the stretch.
Yeah, right. Definitely. I don't see anything else here. Worm did say it was on YouTube.
It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting how Home Depot returned some of the old props last year.
Yeah.
If you had to guess, like, if Home Depot returned a prop here, what do you think it'd be?
I don't know. I don't know. It would be cool to see, like, Frankenstein, Plague Doctor back return.
I think Plague Doctor and Frankenstein, like more so like returns from, like, 5 or more years ago, like 2020 era type thing.
Yeah. Right.
Like, if you had to guess one, what do you think it'd be?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of hard to say. Granted, the only ones we really got returned last year was like the horse carriage. And,
yeah, I guess saw that back.
We got a second one. What was it? It was, I think it was the horse carriage and like one of the horses, and something else. It was interesting.
Yeah. I don't really remember too many like older Home Depot animatronics.
Yeah, well, because like Home Depot before 2020 was like basically nothing. They had some cool stuff. Like they had this one half sunken pirate ship, which I really used to like. I remember seeing that like during COVID.
Yeah, but
thinking through YouTube and stuff.
Nothing much.
That'd be one I'd probably get just to go along with my pirate ship. And
yeah,
seeing how the horse carriage returned, honestly, I could see them returning back. Like that would sell pretty well. I'd love it if they did more pirate stuff. I know they did a lot last year, but like 75% of it was online only.
Yeah.
Like they did like the first mate. He was cool. Captain Cuts obviously, which I'm like I'm super sure that Captain Cuts like has to be coming back or coming to Canada this year. Like just because he sold so well. And we did get Lily a year late as well. So I could see Captain Guts finally come to Canada next year, hopefully.
Yeah, I would like to see them bring Captain Cuts Canada. I don't know if he'd be one I would get because I don't know how I'd fit him into my display, but
yeah,
it would be cool to see just like in stores. Yeah, I'm not sure where to find this person that posts these leaks.
I don't know where you'd find them.
Here's something. When's this video from? This old video. Yeah, I can't find this video you're talking about, Artem. I don't know if you could try like putting maybe in the chat the link or something.
Yeah, if you can post a link, that'd be useful, Artem.
Yeah, nothing's coming up. Here, let me put in their name you got me with the different numbers.
What time did we get? Okay, we got the leaks in March last year. That's right. And then we got like the was it like 8 props with the descriptions and stuff. Like we got Captain Cuts and Jack and Frankenstein and all that. Yeah, it was March, and then we had the drop in May. I'm just trying to remember.
Right.
Oh, this is all the old. This is the party time stuff. We already seen this.
Yeah.
So
we called these 2025 leaks. I don't think these are leaks though, or is this just factory demos for
the guy with
unreleased?
the banner I haven't seen before on the very bottom there. That's also new.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
there
we
he is.
seem a little bit like stretches, but I could kind of maybe believe it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Looks like there's a photo of the guy from
That
Spirit
could easily
here.
be a prototype though. That is an absolute stretch. I do not see Home Depot doing that.
Yeah. Oh,
That's just giant death ray.
Yep. Yeah, I think these are just.
These look like
photos.
animatronics. I believe these as animatronics, but at the same time, they're also probably all prototypes. That seems realistic. That seems like an SBI thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
That guy I've seen. That guy's just a party time knockoff of Home Depot's old Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, those 5 we've seen before. Those we know are party time and could be released.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all still prototypes. We don't know if any stores are actually going to carry them, but they are feasible to be props.
Wonder if they are newer prototypes too, or they must be like newer ones.
I heard a rumor that the legless zombie, or at least I think End of the Road Haunts said this, but supposedly he's being sold at like a Halloween costume store, like not Halloween costumes, but like a separate Halloween costume website.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a cool in that guy.
I remember that guy. That was good. This guy's a really old leak.
Yeah.
I don't like the spinning hand.
Mm-hmm.
I love this guy. I love the balancing. He's a great looking zombie, but I would unplug the hand. I think the spinning hand looks stupid.
Yeah. James is Halloween fans. The bomb ones are planned to be released in June. Planned to be released from like where though?
Exactly, because parties can't like independently distribute them. Some companies or stores pick them up.
Right.
I like the eyeball guy. I remember a lot of people saying that. The eyeball guy's cool. But I feel like his like eyeball is probably like a really flimsy plastic.
Right.
Yeah, this seems like a stretch. These all like look like viable animatronics, but I think they're all prototypes.
Mm-hmm. Right. James the Spearline fan did say Home Depot. I guess we will have to see if these are giveaways from them, but I don't know. They just seem
like
like
I said, March.
Demos. Yeah, March we'll see leaks.
Because like a lot of people are also saying that this is probably 75% of Lowe's lineup, but I doubt, because I think everything Lowe's released last year we saw in like the manager meeting. Like I can't think of anything that came after, you know.
No, I think everything from that manager meeting is really just what we're getting
shown off. Besides, like like the skeleton they had for, and then the entire Christmas lineup, which was a surprise.
Yeah.
But like their Labor Day skeleton, I guess that was a surprise, and some of their smaller stuff, the inflatables, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is the entirety of Lowe's lineup. But Home Depot, I remember, like last year, we only saw that was only what like 60% of the lineup. Stuff like Chucky wasn't even in the manager meeting, or Captain Cuts we barely saw, and no one really knew he was actually Servo.
Yeah.
And then there was some other guys like I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's quite a bit that like came out and like was a complete surprise, which is nice because it's nice to not be like completely spoiled in March. It's kind of nice having that like 3 months of guessing until eventually they do the halfway to Halloween stuff and all that.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, the 10-foot skeleton was... Yeah, no, the 10-foot skeleton was in this year's manager meeting. I saw the photo, but I don't think it was the last... Oh, it was. That's right. It was out front before with the 12-foot scarecrow.
Yeah. So, yes, everything is probably what we're getting.
Yeah, from those at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. I have high hopes for Lowe's for Spirit and Home Depot this year. And despite how people talk about Lowe's, as long as the price is good, this could be a pretty good year for them.
Yeah.
And it's still like a substantial upgrade, just like Home Depot. Like Lowe's really wasn't a thing until 2023. You know, like with before they had like 2 or 3 gemmy cheap things, mostly all inflatables. The animatronics kicked off for Lowe's in 2023. We had like the awesome stuff like that 9-foot zombie, and then this 12-foot scarecrow and all that.
Yeah. Right.
So I still think this year is substantially better than like 2023. But yeah, comparing to 2024 is still a bit of a stretch for me personally.
Yeah. For me, I think 2024 and 2025 for Lowe's is like a very similar opinion for me.
Agreed. They definitely are starting to have more format. I bet you there's going to be similar format next year. Like I said, probably going to get another Techie clown. Definitely going to get another Techie 12-footer.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, one thing too that I was actually wondering about Lowe's is I was wondering if they were going to continue the Wednesday line that they started last year, but I guess that was done. Yeah, it was.
I think the Wednesday just did terribly for them. From like what I heard, no one really bought this stuff. Like the Cousin It never sold. Obviously, the Joseph Crackstone sold terribly.
Yeah, especially with that price he had. Like
the pricing, I'm really worried that we might get another Joseph Crackstone situation this year. Like one of these props is going to be like $400 for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, probably. Maybe they'll learn this year, make stuff cheaper.
If I had to guess, like one prop that would be like a Joseph Crackstone situation, it'd probably either be the werewolf or the pop-up guy with the little stopwatch. Like those just seem like some folks would try and push for like $400 for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, I could definitely see those two being more just because of like how big they are and stuff. But that would suck if they did that.
And those things that they're worth more. Hopefully, this, like I said, 10th Scarecrow, I love him. Hopefully, he's like actually decently priced because he is like only 3 pulls when you look at him.
Yeah.
Like even like he could also like just be really cheap, like the Labor Day skeleton. I think that's like wishful thinking. But you know, it's like if you try and like look at the retail price of him, he's like 3 pulls, a motor, a head, really minimal clothing. I think that's like equal retail price to the giant plastic 10-foot skeleton, you know?
Yeah, right. I guess we'll see. And Arton, Blue Dog Clown might be 400. I think that would be maybe more like 300. Yeah.
I think 300 as well.
Yeah. 400 would just be way too much for what you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would really love to get that Balloon Dog Clown though. I think he's probably my favorite out of the lineup from what I've seen.
Yeah. What do you think like the clown situation for Spirit will be this year? It's kind of ironic how last year was the least amount of clowns we've gotten since like pre-COVID.
Yeah, because we only got like 2.
Because we only got 2 clowns. We had Con Candy Dan and Nibbles.
Yeah, I guess that was it.
That was it.
And then we had like the whole carnival theme.
Like, so surprising. They finally did a carnival theme and they had 2 clowns.
I guess we also had Art the Clown, but he's more of a licensed one, not.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Because he's licensed, you don't quite think of him as like a standard clown.
Right. Yeah, but that
like,
was kind of crazy.
2020 had more clowns because we had, what was it? It was Fright in the Box, Crouchy, Uncle Charlie, Peekaboo. I think that was it for 2020, right?
Yeah, 2020 we just got.
And then some of the more stuff that showed up in 2020 as well.
Yeah, they had a lot of clowns that year.
And then 2021 we had, I don't remember now. 2021 was the factory theme.
Yeah.
We had. There wasn't a lot of clowns that year either. I don't think they had the weird Pennywise pop up. They had
Henry Hustle, I think was from
Harriet Hustle. Harry Hustle and Henry Hustle.
Yeah, those two.
You would know this. You would know the clowns.
Yeah. I can't think of those few.
Yeah, same. Cause then you had stuff like Buzzsaw. I'm trying to like what the back theme looked like. Oh, Whack-A-Mole.
Oh yeah, Whack-A-Mole. From back.
Yeah, and then 2022, that was like the big clown year. We had what, Mr. No, that wasn't. No, it was 2022. No. We had Mr. Punchy, right?
Oh yeah, it was that year.
Or was that 2023?
I think it was 2022, and then he returned for 2023.
Yeah, it was 2022. We had Mr. Punchy. We had Young Crouchy in 2022.
So we got Nozzles? Yeah.
And then
3.
I think there was 1 or 2 others. There was
that Lucky Bottoms here?
Lucky Bottoms,
Yeah.
right? I think that was it.
Yeah, I think so.
No, there was some other clown. We had Shorty return. Shorty was also 2021.
Yeah.
If you want to count the licensed clowns.
Yeah, you could count.
And then there was, and then 2023 we had. It's kind of hard to remember now. 2023 was.
Well, 2023 had Stilts. And the
there
other
was
Kill
Stilts.
Clowns guy.
There's Heckles.
Heckles
is kind of forgettable now.
Yeah.
I think it. No, I'm missing a few. There was a few clowns in 2023, and that was another big complaint. Because I know for a fact that last year was the least amount of clowns we've gotten since like 2019.
Yeah, right. Which is crazy. Just
anyway, I'm just going on ranting here. I'm just thinking that we're probably, hopefully, not going to get a lot of clowns from Spirit next year. Like I think we're starting to die down on the clowns, which a lot of people are thankful for, myself included, because I can get clowns. And honestly, some of Spirit's non-clown stuff is always pretty unique too.
Yeah, I'd like to see less clowns from them. Like maybe just like 1 or 2 like last year.
You have like any ISE predictions? Because like this time last year, most people already guessed it was going to be a carnival because we had like the coin switch leak.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten like any leaks for like any of the ISE pieces like we usually do, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, not yet. So I'm curious when I'll start to see leaks about that.
Yeah, the door is really open for what they could do this year. But if I had to guess, it's probably not a carnival, a cemetery, or a lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I think the new theme could be, I think, is they might bring back like another old theme in a way, because the last 2 years we saw them bring back themes, kind of.
They kind of did that with the cemetery, because there was like 3 or 4 classic cemetery ISEs from like 2010s and all that.
Yeah.
I think Cirque du Spirit is out of the list just because Carnival last year.
Yeah.
I think doing another swamp could be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Especially since we won't be limited to just swamp props, because Spirit doesn't seem to want to do a lot of props themed to the ISE, which I think like a lot of people hate on that, and I understand why. But it also just gives Spirit so much more creative freedom for like what props they can release if they're not like basing the props off the theme or basing the theme off of props.
Right. Yeah.
So I think I agree with most people. I think last year was like a good idea. Like they managed to make like a array of different props for different people, but they still like fit into the ISE to a degree. Some were a bit of a stretch. Like I think Max was a bit of a stretch.
But then that like, quite a few that kind of fit in.
Lunging, what's her name? The Mr. Dark Witch reskin. It was lunging. No, Towering Tallulah.
Oh yeah, Towering. Yeah.
He fit in ISE still.
Yeah. So we could definitely see them have an ISE, and then most stuff could fit in if they do it just as good as they did.
It's like you just gotta like make it work. It's like not all their. I agree. Not all their props should be like carnival themed one year, and not all their props should be like a certain theme. But there's definitely a way to make their props fit into a theme.
Right. Yeah. And hi, Chucky and Spirit Halloween fan, welcome. Yeah, themes. There's some themes though that I would like to see back, like Spirit Station Z, the gas station type thing. That'd be cool. Or
a zombie theme is so overdue. I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah. Cause we've never really seen like too many zombies in the past so long, which is a little bit surprising.
No, well, we had Bog Zombie, and I mean he was kind of, and then we had like those really like forgettable ones, like Barry, and other Barry, because there's the caged Barry, right? Like,
I've got him.
The caged guy.
Yeah.
And then there was the one that had the axe in his shoulder that everyone completely forgot because he had no more. Rick Ratman.
Yeah, Rick
Ratman. If they did a zombie,
he was a cool one.
Then he would definitely be returning in stores, which would be amazing.
Yeah, I'd like to see them bring Rick Ratman in stores, because he was probably my favorite from last year. I would have bought him if he was in stores.
Like, he was just like the online ones are always just so forgettable. But I feel like if he was in store, like he was a good gory prop,
Yeah. Right. I think Spirit just doesn't want to do much gore in stores, but I don't know, maybe they would.
I know people do that. Like, I agree. You have toddlers running into the store buying Halloween costumes, and like it just seems more up to society standards these days. Making stores accessible for all people. And I remember back when I was like, tiny and like 3 years old or whatever, I used to run into a Halloween alley, and because no spirits and all that, and I would still get scared, and they would only have like 3 animatronics.
Yeah. I always remember being like so scared walking to Spirit Halloween, but it definitely seems like a bit more family friendly than what it used to be.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. You look at like Spirit Station Z, you would have kids running out screaming, and like, sure, I'm sure quite a few kids ran out screaming at the carnival last year, but at least it wasn't like the props are like you can look at, like most kids can look at them without like running away crying, but you still have stuff like jump scares that when a kid sees it move, whatever, they're going to run away screaming anyway.
Yeah, right. I'm curious what other ICs we've had over the years.
2017 we had 2018 we had the farm. 2017 we had the bridge. I loved the bridge ISC. That was a great one. Like, just the forest. Like, it was so simple, and it looked like so good with all the fake trees and stuff they put in there.
Yeah, that was a cool theme. I like that. Yeah, look at this. We also had Zombie Wasteland one year. I forgot about that. Definitely had quite a few zombie themes back.
Zombie Wasteland, that's a classic. It's just like the classic ones give off such fun because they are scarier and more ambient and stuff. And Zombie Wasteland, so cool. I think a lot of people also really like that one. I think just like a zombie theme in general, like you could do a Zombie Wasteland type route, or you could do just Station Z or whatever. It's like some sort of zombie theme with Rick Ratman, maybe a couple of zombies. That'd be awesome this year. Yeah, it would be. It's just like zombies are props that we just haven't gotten for like a long time. We only ever get like 1 or 2 a year now, if at that. Yeah, it sucks that we don't get more. Yeah, zombies are so versatile too, because they fit in so many themes. Exactly. Cemetery, already limited. On a farm. Really, the only themes zombies don't fit in are circuses, which, you know what, I think a lot of people wouldn't be mad if Spirit tried to do another zombie clown, because we've only ever gotten 1 zombie clown. Yeah. Right. I guess we also had, it was Greystone Ghoul last year, which was also a zombie. Yet again, I think zombies are only ever recognizable if either they have an extreme amount of gore, or like they're actually substantial in stores. Because like Rick Ratman had, like a substantial amount of gore and all that, but he like just no one remembered him because he was so early and he wasn't in store. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if they do make like more zombie props this year, definitely be something I want to buy, because I only really have 1, but I would like to have more. Yeah, because you only have Dog Zombie, right? Right. Yeah. I guess Little Jack Carver's a little bit of a zombie, but I don't know. He's arguable, whether he's zombie or not. And then, of course, everyone's going out saying that they want, how do I always forget his name? The guy in the photo there. The Barnyard Butcher. I can't remember. Barnyard Butcher, that's right. Everyone wants Barnyard Butcher back. And Pumpkin Nester and all that. And it's still ridiculous Spirit hasn't brought any of them back yet, but we got kind of the mediocre returns. I think Cerberus was smart last year, and I liked having him have his like forever returning prop. Yeah, and then they had him on the deal too, which was awesome, like 130. So it's like really great to bring him back for that cheap. Here's one thing with the last chance gas day. You look at the gas prices. I don't think that pun would really work anymore with current gas prices compared to back then. Yep. I guess so. Or at least in Canada, because I know for a fact gas prices are not like that in Canada. Nope. I guess like you do a conversion, and that's probably like, I don't know, $40 cheaper or whatever than what it would actually be right now in the States, maybe. Yeah, someone like that. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think zombie theme is like a pretty good bet this year, especially if, well, I guess the only like maybe justifiable leak we got this so far, like I said, is supposedly a nun prop, and a nun prop could very easily fit in zombie theme, I think.
Right. Yeah, probably could.
I think another thing that Spirit would never do, I don't think they'd ever do like a haunted church. I think that's maybe too religious for them to try and do.
Probably.
Especially since they're always trying to stray away from demons and hell and all that, and they're trying to, make it more friendly.
Yeah.
I don't think something like a haunted church would be something they'd ever do anytime soon.
No. Like, maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, just having a zombie theme. I think a zombie theme or a forest theme would be great. I think a farm theme is also kind of justifiable because the last one was 2018, and that's now 7 years ago. It's kind of scary to think about, but I think it's probably gonna be a zombie theme, forest theme, or a farm theme. But I don't think we're not doing cemetery, we're not doing lab. Probably nothing like industrial, just because we did have the factory and the lab and the carnival, which are all kind of like industrial, if you will,
Right. Yeah, I don't think we'd really see
Clock Tower was another totally underrated one. I love Clock Tower.
Yeah, 2016 is probably my favorite year because it was really one of the first years too that I got into Spirit Halloween type stuff. So
I act like I've seen these things in person, but in reality, I've only ever seen 2020, 2024. But when you binge watch enough videos, it feels like you're really there.
Yep. Yeah, I remember the Clock Tower is really the like earliest Spirit Halloween year that I actually remember.
One of those, old themes that I'd probably want to see the most, just because it does look so big. Yeah, and it does look like such a cool theme.
Yeah, the one problem with it is smaller stores that had the
lame.
I wonder if there's photos on here. There probably was, but it's so funny to see in the photos smaller stores.
Flagship, for example, Flagship has what? I think it's 30-foot or 25-foot ceilings. They're big ceilings. They could do at least a flagship theme that's really tall.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they just have to design it better for small stores. It just looks so funny.
I think another thing that is really, because if you notice, since 2020 or 2019, they've always had the same layout. You have a front archway, a mid scene, and a back scene, and they're all the same theme. I would really like something like a clock tower or something that's just drastically different, because all the themes are just starting to feel so repetitive. 2023 was an exception, having that four-way tunnel. So 2020, 2021, 2022, and arguably 2024 all kind of had the identical theming to them,
Yeah, right. I would like to see him do a walk.
Except for, I guess 2024 is an exception. 2024 had a tunnel theme. The carnival had a tunnel theme, but it was in the back compared to how usually you see that theme in the front,
Yeah. I would like to see him do a walkthrough theme again, like they did with the farmhouse that one year, where they actually add an animatronic inside and the jump scares and everything. I haven't really done that in a while.
What they did in 2019 with the aquarium, that was cool.
Yeah, that was with the big screens.
In fact, I'm glad they brought back the tunnels. We didn't really get tunnels back, or tunnels in the back theme. We didn't get tunnels until 2023 with the cemetery? No.
Maybe.
No, it was 2022 with the lab. Yeah, the lab, we had a tunnel.
Yeah.
Because there was the hologram fans in there. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, they're trying to go out of their way to make things different, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah.
But I still think having a substantially different setup or something like that would be great.
Yeah, it would be cool to have it different, but the last so many years, probably since 2018 or something, it's always been very similar.
Yeah. The same broad shapes and design and all that. I would love to see some stuff just them taking large, different structures, maybe putting an animatronic on the roof of a tunnel. That would be awesome. The only time they've ever done anything similar is with the hanging props. Hanging hell theme was hung on the archway, and same with the vulture. But if you had a full scale standard prop, on top of a roof or something. I know it'd be hard to build like supports for that, but that'd be cool. Like having them on a high rise or having them up in the air. It does make it a bit harder to like see the animatronic for like what it is.
Yeah.
But it just would look like really cool, like 6 or 7 feet up in the air, you know?
Yeah, it would be cool for them to do that, but yeah, I don't know if they ever would do that again.
No, well, because of height and all that too. But at the same time, at height, you could just, some stores just not have to set up on the roof, you know?
Right, yeah.
Of like the IFC, they could just have them down on the ground or just not set them up at all.
Yeah, it's
I love
true.
the tunnel though. The fact that they actually put like the bridge to it, it was super cool.
Yeah,
I've seen the videos and all that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Because yeah, like I've only ever seen the 2023 and 2024 ISCs, and they're just so similar. I'm kind of just really eager to see something new in person.
Right.
I hope that one day they do something as far as like the prototypes for the 2020 ISC. Like you've seen those before, right?
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, it's kind of cool, the prototype.
Yeah, those
what it looked like.
Agreed. Like the prototypes, like how they have like a whole maze in the back supposedly, and like the crashed airplane and all that. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. Looking here. Remember wherever. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it just looks cool. Like just concepts of what they could have done for that year. Like the big plane and everything, the truck.
See, like that one, yeah. The whole like, look how big that would have been. That would have been so cool to see in person.
Yeah, it would have. It would have been something different than what they usually do.
I don't think these are stretches, and like, you know, like they were really going out there with the ideas and concepts for these, because I don't think Spirit would ever like do something like this. It just seems like way too much when you look at like how much it would cost them. But you know, 2020 could have been a month. Like 2020 wasn't a terrible ISE either, but it could have been a lot more if COVID didn't happen.
Right? Yeah, they could have done it a whole lot better. Yeah, it would be nice to see concepts for like more of these other themes, though. I think it's only really 2020 we saw.
Artem was talking about how he saw leaks for Rat and Rat Animatronic. I saw that, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be another small text prop. I don't know if they're actually animatronics.
Yeah, it might be.
I believe that, because I know, like I said, Stucky and Bud did a video, and it was, I think it's just more of those tiny latex guys, and it's just me, Rat, and Owl. But the Nun is probably either going to be a life-size static or maybe a cheap animatronic. I don't think it's going to be anything like super substantial.
Yeah, probably.
Did we? Yeah, we did get a halfway to Halloween release last year, because that was the Fratman, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So we could be getting the Nun for halfway to Halloween.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, something fresh about it.
Very early for actual in-store or animatronic release this time around, you know. It seems very early.
Looks like this was supposed to be sold in 2024, the Nun one.
Was it?
Well, that's what the wiki says here.
Interesting.
It says it was canceled. I guess people think it's going to come back.
Then it probably is going to be a halfway to Halloween release then. I don't think it's going to be like a full 2025 prop, you know, like in-store prop.
No, probably not. Yeah, there's also...
Especially since the Nun is such like a... the Nun is such a, you know, like unpopular IP. Like, I just feel like there's not a whole lot of Nun fans out there.
No. I'm pretty sure there was an animatronic
of
in...
Terrifier is a very trendy horror movie.
Yeah.
I think that's why, like you said, the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff is not a far stretch by any means. Because, you know, that would sell. That would sell fast.
Right, yeah.
But we did get stuff like Corpse Bride, and obviously that was also just really out of nowhere. Because, you know...
Yeah, like, I guess so.
How many, like, massive Corpse Bride fans are there today, you know?
Yeah, not too many, but yeah, it was interesting that we did get that, but...
I think we're also going to have Ghostface hopefully return for this year. I really liked him. Just because we are getting Scream 7 this year, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess we might see him back then. I don't see why they wouldn't bring him back.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of static Ghostface. That was definitely a cash grab on Spirit's part.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Gruesome Granny.
Yeah. I think it's on here because it might return to what the other company was called.
Oh, for Haunted Hill.
Yeah, Haunted Hill.
Well, this is the trending page, isn't it?
No, this is just the 2025 page. Yeah, these just say like in 2025 it might return to Haunted Hill Farm.
I think they're more Cobrak and Granny are more likely to return to Haunted Hill Farms. But I still think Spirit could bring them back. Like I don't see Spirit bringing back a lot of old Techie stuff. Like we haven't had like really any like Techie flashbacks. I don't think ever.
Yeah.
Like think about it. Almost all the flashbacks we've gotten like since 2020 have all been like all SVI props because we had we had Uncle Charlie and what's that other guy? The Flesh Eating Zombie. Those are both SVIs. Then we had Wacky Mole.
Yeah.
Then we had 2022. We had I don't even remember. I don't know if we had Barry. I guess. 2023, all that. Yeah, it's almost. I don't think we've ever had like Techie flashbacks, which makes sense why Haunted Hill Farm like took them up, and maybe Techie just like doesn't agree with Spirit, and they don't want to do returns or re-releases or flashbacks or something, and then Haunted Hill Farm took them up on it or whatever.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, I guess we haven't really gotten any Techie ones back at Spirit, not that I can think of.
No, I don't think we've ever had a Techie flashback. We've had them returned, and like a couple of them I think have like been off store for like a year or two, and then they just come back. But I don't know if that's fair to count them as like flashbacks, you know?
Yeah, no.
And even stuff like Cerberus, that's Crazy Crate. That's YJ.
Yeah,
right.
I think Crazy Crate and YJ got a couple themes returned from them.
Yeah. No, I just don't think Techie, like, maybe Spirit doesn't. Which is weird because, this Techie stuff was always like Spirit's original like bestsellers.
Right.
So I think it's something on Techie's end more than it's Spirit. Because I feel like they would have tried to return like one Techie prop by now. But they haven't. And then just out of nowhere,
Or Demonica they actually brought back.
Ago.
Yeah. Demonica they actually brought back from Techie.
Which one?
Demonica.
Oh, Demonica, you're right. No, that was after Haunted Hill Farm came into the picture, so.
Yeah.
And then a year later, then Howler and Damien came out on a Haunted Hill Farm with better builds.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, looks like that's the only one we ever actually got back from Techie.
Yeah, by the looks of it. I mean, also if you don't count stuff like Jumping Spider, which I don't think is fair to count.
No, because that just comes back every year.
I think we've gotten one or no. I guess we haven't even got like any of the classic jumping props back either.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so much cool Techie stuff that would be cool to see back here, but it was nice seeing Haunted Hill Farm.
Yeah. Well, I think, like I said, I think that's just going to be Haunted Hill Farm's thing for quite a few years now. Is we're just going to get more and more classic Techie stuff back. Right. But then a lot of people are saying eventually, as the years pass, we're probably going to get the Party City stuff back from Haunted Hill Farm as well. Which makes sense. Or maybe even this year. Some people were proposing that supposedly Party City already had like a pre-planned animatronic lineup. And that makes sense because, companies are like making their lineups and stuff in like December and earlier. That maybe Haunted Hill Farm is going to pick up Party City's possible 2025 lineup, which would be interesting.
Yeah. Because if Party City was already choosing stuff for 2025 before they shut down, then
maybe because they knew they were already going like bankrupt probably by like early last year.
Yeah, I think they
might not have even tried.
I think they were still like doing everything as normal though up until they announced that they were gonna close. Because I don't think anyone even knew except a couple people at corporate. So
you're right. There probably was at least a proposition for a lineup. I doubt they went into production.
No, probably not in
Haunted
production,
Farm
but
could take it up. I think Haunted Farm's gonna have a massive lineup this year. Probably like at least 20 new animatronics, either being old Techie returned or original stuff.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Haunted Farm will release. I wonder when they are gonna release their stuff this year. Because last year I feel like it was like April, maybe. Maybe even March.
Well, we've already gotten no, they didn't actually like release until July, I think.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the online companies don't. It's the same with that one, the Trick or Treat Studios Michael Myers are making this year. He's not coming out till July, but he was at the Party Expo this year already.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess is there anything else to really look at here?
No, I have no idea. We've been going for like 2 hours now, though.
Yeah, that's quite a while. I started streaming 2 hours.
There's still have people watching, which is surprising. I mean, thank you to everyone who's still watching. We have 4 or 5 of you still here, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
We didn't have really anyone on our last 2 streams, so.
No, those ones are very glitchy. I think it's definitely better using my phone here than trying to get my laptop to work because my laptop just.
I mean, it's a little awkward still having the format of your phone and all that, but I think it still works. And these people are still watching.
So. Definitely works more for people that are like in the shorts feed watching, but yeah.
Arm says we should talk about the Haunted Hill 2025 leaks. We were talking about it, but there's like there's a bunch of cryptid stuff, but I don't think anyone's ever like deciphered it yet. Like there's a bunch of letter puzzles and stuff. I guess no one's taken up the time to dissect it because we've all been too busy with Lowe's.
No, I think a couple people did, but yeah. Here, let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, see, Wayfair's got the Haunted Hills Farm stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then Bed Bath & Beyond. They, like I said, they don't have bad prices, but they're not great. So some leaks have basically been confirmed. This giant skeleton, which is obviously Sunstar. There was convulsing nurse's chain, but some people are saying it might be a convulsing nurse reskin.
Yeah. I don't.
And then one of these videos, there's the hand, which is supposedly the prototype Techie grandma that has never been released, and it was on like those Techie leaks from last year.
Yeah.
With like the Raven Scarecrow and stuff.
Right.
So I think Haunted Farm probably is going to at least announce their entire lineup in the next few weeks, probably before Transworld at this rate. It seems like they're
probably
kind of doing a countdown,
Right.
But no, not a lot of people have been talking about them because I guess everyone's just been too busy with Lowe's and all that.
Yeah, because
I think it's this hand.
Yeah.
No, this is Gruesome Grannies. There's another one. There are 2 granny props this year.
And
then I don't think anyone's been able to decipher the words yet. I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I have no idea what
the
words mean.
Yeah, no one's actually taken the time to try and decipher them. I'm not a puzzle solver myself, so I don't know if I'm even going to try. But
yeah.
I don't think they're word scrambles because I can't make out any words out of any of these. They're probably some sort of cryptid where you have to one letter means another letter type thing, like A is Z and Y is B and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, there isn't even really like comments on any of these. There are a couple of them. If people are even saying anything.
Yeah, the answer might be in comments. That one, above it, kind of, wow.
Yeah, nothing much.
No, this is why I don't use Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram's crazy. Yeah, people found it across their back from
Yes, I believe returning Techie is confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess, nothing much on there. I guess Yeah, they did also have the photo they put on their story, which showed part of the chain, but yeah, nothing too much. I think really the only ones.
I think there's that guy. He's some sort of Sunstar guy.
Yeah.
The clock in the back might be one of the really old Techie prototypes that was like a grandfather clock where like the base of the clock opened and a skull popped out.
Yeah.
In that last image, the skeleton guy. Yeah, the clock in the back there. It might be that, maybe. Actually, I think that was a crazy great prototype. It was like a Spirit 2010 prototype, so that could be some kind of animatronic. Some Sunstar stuff in the back, and then in the very bottom corner you can see the end piece of Convulsing Nurse's chain.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it pretty much is confirmed now that Convulsing Nurse is most likely going to be back.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if
Coat Rack Monster and Boogeyman aren't far stretches. They're definitely like I'm sure Haunted Hill Farm, if they can, because no one's quite sure like to what extent Haunted Hill Farm can remake, because Spirit still owns like the licenses for a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
No one quite knows like what the extent is, like how long Spirit copyrights these or whatever, or to what extent they can make these characters, because some of them are like dead on like Spirit Halloween props, like the Howler or whatever. But then when they have to make stuff like the Pumpkin Sentinel, which was, what was his name originally, like the Pumpkin guy from like 2021.
Yeah.
Changed the name, or like the Elliot Hatchett remake. So it seems like if they're like 5 years or older, they can get away with like the dead on name and like the copy of Spirit stuff. But if it's like too new, they have to like work their way around it somehow.
Yeah. I don't know how the licensing and everything works, but definitely seems like Spirit probably only owns it for a few years.
Yeah, Spirit's like super strict about certain stuff. Like there was this whole debacle back in 2017 when Creepy Tower and Clown released, because SVI accidentally released a video on him and sold him for wholesale when Spirit actually still owned the rights to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But yeah, if I had to guess, it's probably like a 5-year rule thing by the looks of it, with stuff like Pumpkin Sentinel and Elliot Hatchett and all that.
Yeah.
So if we do get stuff like Boogeyman and Coat Rack Monster, they'll probably just be 1-for-1 copies, hopefully with better structures and better mechs and all that than their original counterparts.
Hopefully. I haven't seen much about like if
Coat Rack
farm
Monster,
stuff is
Coat Rack Monster and Gruesome Granny and Convulsing Nurse and all that just all had really terrible builds.
Yeah. Right. Yes, we'll see if they do make it better. I assume they would try to improve the quality.
Is there like a Techie prop, in your opinion, that you like want to get returned the most?
Yeah, I don't know. Not really. They did. I like some of their older stuff, but none of it's like cool enough that I really want to see it back. But
same.
I just like lots of the newer stuff that's been coming out.
I still am a fan of some of the like Jumping Spider remakes, like the Jumping Dog and Jumping Cat and all that are kind of classic.
Yeah, those are interesting.
Boogeyman is definitely one that I like. I love his sculpt,
he's a cool
and his
one.
animation's so cool. If they can remake Boogeyman at Haunted Hill Farm with like a better motor, a quieter motor preferably, I would honestly like tempt to get him.
Yeah, that would be cool to see him back.
Yeah, and I think the big thing with a lot of people is they really want, like I said, the Party City stuff. Even some of the like slightly older Party City stuff. Like some people really want Exterminator back.
Yeah,
they have the Colossal Reaper, which is Party City's like the big fogging Reaper. I love that guy. He's like one of my favorite Techie props too. Not very well built, but he's definitely. I love like his proportions and how big he is, and like how he's super hunched over.
Yeah.
And they're currently they remade him back in I think 2023 or 2022 when they first started.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm curious what they will bring back.
Morning Gory is another interesting one, for sure. That's one that it's like, no matter how well you make the build, it's still not going to be a great prop because of the jump scare and how it works. Like, people always say if you're like under 5 feet or you're a small kid, there is no jump scare because you can already see the face. And how it only works from like really specific angles.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, GM made a video.
Yeah, I'm seeing what he posted.
He
Yeah, one
obviously
thing
talked
is
about
Techie.
Monsters and Gruesome Granny.
Yeah.
So, what do you find there?
I don't know. Gruesome Granny looks like he talked about.
Seriously, just Techie.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. It's an actual word search.
Yeah, like a crossword
it's
kind
not
of.
multiple videos. That's interesting. It's one
I didn't
big
think about it that way before.
word search. I didn't think of that.
Looks like Convulsive Nurse and Gruesome Granny he talked about.
Yeah,
like
it's more than that. Like, there's just so many rumors going around. It's hard to tell. But if Cobra Monster and Boogeyman are true, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be. Actually, I also talked about.
Weren't sure. Was he Techie? I don't. No, he was FBI. I thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought he was like YJ or something.
I think maybe. Yeah, he was YJ. This is interesting. I think there was a couple reskins for Convulsing Nurse, and this was one of them. So I don't know if this is a new prop or if it's one of the old reskins.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I saw this, and they also had a prisoner one. I saw an image of somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like a prison guy chained up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious now to look at this as a crossword if there's anything. Oh no, I wonder if there's actually anything hidden in this. Yeah, I don't really see much.
It's kind of hard to tell because they're not like perfectly lined up either. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Just like off the top of my head here.
No.
There's probably a couple others in here. But also because it really can't be more than can't be more than 10 words long.
Yeah.
9 words long. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make out a full name of a prop. So they'd probably be short names, and then you'd kind of still be guessing from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, only time will tell. Like I said, hopefully, there's ways for us in Canada to get the Haunted Hill Farm stuff.
Yeah.
And it really comes down to if like the private retailers put them on sale. So I've always been keeping my eye on Bed Bath and Beyond and stuff, and some stuff goes like under 200, but you really got to catch it because they sell fast.
Oh.
So stuff like the Howler might be going super cheap if Haunted Hill Farm's not going to remake it. They might try and sell it out to make room for the new stuff.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I don't see anything there. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what Haunted Hill Farm does. Yeah. Hopefully it comes out soon.
No, February.
I wonder when it was last year that they released it. I definitely feel like it was March, or at least that they like said what it was going to be.
Yeah, well, because there was actually a lot of leaks and stuff early for them too.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if they ever. I don't think they ever made official statements either. Like I think they are this year because they're hyping it up. Like last year, just a bunch of people got inside word, and then these things came out in July.
Yeah.
No one was really ever paying attention to them because everyone was too busy with Home Depot and Lowe's and Spirit.
Right.
And Party City. When did Party City start their leaks? They started their leaks before June too.
That was like right around halfway to Halloween, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. Like they started early.
Yeah.
It's so sad that they had to come out, man. They could have. This year probably would have been like so good, just like seeing how much they've improved.
Yeah, it would be. Because that Party City last year was crazy, and the year before.
It was also pretty good too. I mean, they only had like 2 or 3 good props, but
But
they went out of their way to do these things.
Yeah.
A lot of people are hating on Morris this year too. I don't hate them. I like the few props. Snippers is okay. The Granny or the zombie couple, they're good. They're gory.
I like some of the stuff.
Yeah, and then a lot of people are hating on because they have like 3 different Rattles remakes, and that's fair. Yeah, what do you think is going to be at Halloween Alley? Obviously, I think Snippers and the zombie couple are going to have to be.
Yeah.
Like, do you think of like any other like Sunstar stuff that might show up?
It seems like they are gonna get like all the Morse costume stuff because I left some comments on their Instagrams and even commented on mine when I've talked about stuff that I'd like to see return. They say, or come to Halloween Alley, they said they're going to have those animatronics. So pretty sure all the more stuff they're going to get. And then probably some Sunstar 2. Last year, they had a few Sunstar stuff, like the 12-foot mummy guy from them.
Yeah, well, because, Sunstar didn't really come out with anything substantial this year. But they're improving some of their smaller stuff, but, like, they didn't have any, like, big gemmy items this year.
No, not really. This had a couple of those random licensed guys, but that was it.
They had, I thought, 1 or 2 odd licensed characters in their catalog too, didn't they? They had...
Yeah, they did.
Those... Halloween Alley never seems to pick up the small gemmy licensed guys. Like, I've never seen the Jason or the Freddy at their stores. No. But
last year they did have the
Techie
Leatherface
wholesale stuff. Like, for example, the Scarecrow I got November 1st last year, and that was like one of the Techie wholesale ones.
Yeah, I have a couple from there. I think those are like older though. I think that Scarecrow guy, he might have been from Moore's, who distributed him, but.
And again, like I said, it's been a long time since I've ever seen Techie at Morris. It could also be old stock. You know Halloween Alley, how they always have to keep old stuff. I found some like stuff from like 2013 in my store last year.
Yeah, I found some old stuff too. Most of the old stuff at my store they do have like on sale, but
mine's not. Mine sucks for sales.
No. Yeah, my store kind of sucked for sales too, but I found a couple
last year was
stuff.
the first time I've ever actually managed to get something November 1st. Every other year when I went, they're just closed. Like, they just don't open on November 1st for some reason.
Yeah. Last year was the first year I actually like went there on November 1st because, I don't know, I've just never really gone there because it's always so expensive. But, yeah, I was surprised that they had like all their animatronics left pretty much. Or at least like one of each.
Yeah. Yeah, my store had a pretty big abundance of like the whimsical Scarecrow. But I went with the guy, the Big Lots Scarecrow guy, and he's cool.
Yeah, that guy's a cool
not
one.
Super well built because he's still like relatively older Techie, and he's just got like big clunky motors and like pretty poor welding and stuff. Like, he's not super well built, but he's still cool. I'll find a use for him in the display this year somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm curious to see if they'll have also any other random Techie stuff this year. I'd also like to see them have distortions again, but it's been quite a long time since they had that.
Really? Halloween Alley had distortions? That's news to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's quite a while ago. They probably haven't had since 2019.
My store's only ever had like the small amount of Morris stuff, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, I think it's because Morris used to distribute some stuff from distortions, but they stopped that a few years back.
Yeah, well, because like I said, back in 2022, they had like the 10-foot Morris tree. And he was cool. But honestly, he was like 600, or no, he's more than that. He was, he was like $900 or something like that.
Yeah, something around there.
But,
yeah, right.
Yeah, no, my store's been small since COVID. My store has been in the same spot in the mall for the past like 3-4 years. Yeah, since COVID. Before that, though, they used to have like bigger locations like what you have. Like, they used to be in an old sports store one year, and that was big. They took over an old toy store, and that was like, I don't know, like probably double the size of a normal Spirit. Like, it was big.
Yeah.
And then they used to actually get like some of the old animatronics, at least what I can remember as a small kid. But my store just like barely gets anything, and then they have some animatronics set up, but they're always like set up wrong or broken or poorly taken care of.
Yeah, store by me seems to be
last year
pretty
last
good.
year I saw they had Carnival Barker set up.
Yeah,
and they have like this small little because it's in the mall. They have this glass display, like separating the building or the door from the mall.
Yeah,
and set them up on these risers, and they had the Carnival Barker. But it's like his latex face was pushed against the glass, like he was like leaning against the glass.
Huh.
Yeah. And then they had Bouncing Clown last year too, and I think like one of his arms was broken. Oh, they take terrible care of it. I volunteered one year, it sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, my store seems to take pretty good care of their stuff usually. Yeah, I like how big they've had the store too the last couple years, because now they've limited to only one.
I wish my store was that big.
Yeah, they've limited it to one store now in my city, so instead of like 2 smaller stores, now they just have this really big one. So yeah, it's nice. Yeah. But yeah, they never open near me anymore. It's always in the north.
Maybe us smaller haunters can get some more inside stuff from them this year. I mean, you kind of did get some inside stuff from them last year.
Yeah. The thing with their inside stuff, though, is like just all the animatronics they have. It's all just like more. Seems like they never have like any special stuff.
No, which I don't blame them because like there's not a whole lot of market. Because they're not like a massive business either.
Yeah.
You know.
At least not anymore. They used to be. I think.
Pretty small.
Yeah. Right. It would be cool to see them have like more like stuff that only they sell, but just with having only like 13 or so many stores and no online business, it wouldn't be too cost effective to like make 13 in one animatronic. It'd be cool though.
People said they found, or at least Artem's still here. He said that people found Back from the Dead in the crossword, which I believe was a Techie prop. He was probably one of the old elementary ones, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, you try searching it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything.
That one? No, that's not Back. That one's Back from the Dead, I believe. No, that's Rising from the Grave. Maybe just like the expression Back from the Dead, like they're saying Techie's coming back with new, better stuff.
Oh,
I swear Back from the Dead was like an actual animatronic name though, but I think it is just Rising from the Grave, is what I'm confusing it for.
Yeah, I don't see anything called Back from the Dead. Yeah, I guess not.
Small collection. Grave Watcher, and then...
Yeah, I don't know. Guess. I don't know what that means.
So, no, Rising from the Grave on Hill Farm already re-released.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. So. He's always like one of those ones. You know, Techie always had those really small battery-powered gravestone guys, like Film Lifter, all that. Those are kind of me. You know, and I think a lot of people agree that it's cooler when Haunt Hill Farm returns like the life-size Techie stuff, like Boogeyman and all that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Ryan Haunt said that, or at least not video there.
Haunted Hill.
Talking about how Korak Monster is supposed to be coming back. But... He's a cool one. I found him on Facebook recently, in some of the cities south from me and all that, and they were selling him for $150.
Yeah.
But, you know, the old one built so poorly and latex face that I doubt that he's in good condition.
Huh.
He liked the photo.
I guess he pointed out that, Korak Monster.
And then he was talking about Lowe's stuff as well, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting how he just didn't post it all last year.
Yeah, I guess he didn't, right?
No, he posted it
not
in
really.
December. I think he did a Christmas special and all that. But yeah, he was just not there.
Yeah, he posted his 2023 haunt and stuff, and it didn't come back till right before Christmas. Very inconsistent.
The Morris, and then so he's actually been pretty on top of it lately. But yeah, he didn't come back till like October.
Yeah. Still, though, he doesn't seem to post that much. A couple random things.
It's an interesting channel.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about his unboxings. He always destroys stuff for no reason.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, it's humorous, but it's like sometimes his klutziness and humor ends up with him breaking something.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Artem said it is like an expression to say Techie back from the dead.
Yeah, that makes more sense. But yeah, it does still sound like a Techie 2010 prop.
Yeah, it does sound like something that they'd call one of their things. Yeah. I wonder if Haunted Hill Farm will ever try and bring back stuff from other companies, or if they're only ever going to work with Techie.
They did do some SVI stuff last year, but they labeled them both as like new items because they had their one exclusive guy, which was that Reaper guy from last year, if you remember him, the one with the bone scythe or whatever, and he was pretty standard, like faceless Reaper. Looked like SVI's old 2010 Spirit. What was his name? I guess he was kind of like Looming Phantom or whatever. And then they also had the Molten Lava Reaper guy from Menards, like the thrashing one.
Yeah.
But they like recolored him a little bit and then released him. So those are I believe the only two SVI props they have. You can check their website. I think it is like basically all Techie. Like that's what they're known for. But they might resell some of the current SVI stuff. I'm not sure. But as far as I think, it's just like those two items.
Yeah.
I think the gargoyle is also Techie, the resin gargoyle on their bottom photo there.
Oh, like they had the big dragon guy. He's SVI, I think.
Yeah, Techie. Oh, no, that's and Sunstar. They also sell Sunstar.
Yeah, lots of Sunstar.
Yeah, that's SVI. The Dragon's SVI. That was also... No, that's Techie. SVI is... And then Sunstar and more Sunstar. They have a page just dedicated to Techie stuff. I remember that. Yeah,
it says Premium and Techie. Guess this is their like non SVI or non Sunstar. So this stuff might be SVI.
Not good stuff. Yeah, and then they also label this big Sunstar guys as premium. That's SVI, I believe. The Talking Witch.
Yeah.
That one's SVI. I think the Gargoyle is Techie. The Rising Lumen's Techie. He's SVI. That guy with the scythe there, the lantern, he's supposedly their exclusive. That's another SVI. Oh, actually, yeah, they live quite a lot. That's Techie. That guy's also Techie, maybe, or he's SVI. He's a static, though. He's oh, yeah, actually, they do have a lot of SVI. Though all their new stuff is Techie. You know, they just have a bunch of this old SVI stuff from when they first started, I believe.
Yeah. They have more stuff than I thought they actually had, too. Quite a few.
They have a lot of stuff. The problem is, though, because they don't directly sell the stuff. They sell the stuff to different retailers like Wayfair or Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever, and then those companies sell it from there. So, for example, they're still selling Lunging Jack, right? Jacko Lunger, who I had my eye on last year, and then they just ran out of stock on Wayfair or whatever. And I just can't get it. Even though Haunted Hill Farm's still making him, they just aren't shipping them to Wayfair or whatever anymore.
No. Yeah. Yeah, quite a few things.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's Tombstone Vector. He's like some of the old like small Tombstone props still have like the tiny little plastic crappy bases and stuff that they used to have. Kind of like on the same scale as Jumping Spider, compared to people like or props like Damien there, who actually have the metal bases and stuff now, which is nice.
Yeah, right.
So it's interesting how like they'll leave some stuff like just as, cheap as it used to be, but then they'll completely rebuild some of this stuff, and it's like super nice quality.
Yeah.
Hopefully with Convulsing Nurse and Gruesome Granny, they rebuild them better because,
Right. Yeah, it would be awesome if they did do that. Oh, yeah. They have a where to buy section on their website too. Amazon, Lowe, Home Depot. I guess basically most stores can get it online.
Yeah, Amazon also has them Amazon.ca, but they're also just super expensive.
Yeah. A lot of cat inflatables too.
Yeah, they have some of the 20-foot guys too, like that one. Yeah, this guy, the 20-foot like cat with tail and all that.
Oh yeah.
I've been looking at him for a couple years because I do kind of have the yard space for him, but he's pretty cool because he's like 20 feet to the top of the tail.
Yeah.
He's also like 18 feet long or something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, because they got that one, and they also have another one above that's like looking in a different direction.
Oh yeah, they have this other guy. I think Canadian Tire had a smaller version of him one year. 20 foot. It's big.
Yes. Yeah, that guy. That guy's cool.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I've seen someone do a review on it ever, and it's like a 10-foot archway, like to the top of the cat's stomach there.
Huh.
So that would be a really cool front archway.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, they've got some cool inflatables. Yeah, it would be cool if Hondo Farms like an actual Halloween store.
I love using inflatables for my display. But I'm definitely growing more into animatronics, and animatronics are definitely becoming more of the thing for Halloween now.
Right. Yeah.
So chances are I'll still be buying new inflatables next year, and I'll always have more inflatables than animatronics. But I would still love to buy a decent more amount of animatronics for my display this year.
Yeah.
I got like, I don't know, I think over 50, almost 60 inflatables for Halloween now. But I got like, what am I at now? I think 14 Halloween animatronics, if you include the Sunstar crap and all that.
Yeah, I'd count those. Still like animatronics.
They both broke on me last year, but...
Oh, really? Sunstar
and all. One of them still works fine, the lights and all that, but his speaker broke, which is kind of like a blessing because it's such annoying audio. And the other just like doesn't move at all anymore. So I'll probably take them apart. It was probably just some sort of soldering issue or a loose wire or whatever. Yeah. So I'll take them apart next year before I set them up, and then I'll look at them. But, you know, I got both of them for free from Canadian Tire for sponsorships. That's great.
Yeah, so, yeah, at least you got them for free. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Canadian Tire is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. They also have some cool inflatables. Definitely big selection.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they don't really have animatronics. Like, they've had those Sunstar guys for years. And then, of course, they have the 12-foot mummy and then, like, the pop-up girl. And that's about it, if you don't count the Party City stuff, you know?
Yeah. So I guess Party City was only last year. And, yeah, this year they won't have anything like that.
That's kind of annoying about Canadian Tire, at least for their Halloween inflatables, is that they always seem to get more of the knockoff stuff, which is a little cheaper quality than, like, the Gemmy stuff, which is, you know, at least slightly better quality most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of their, like, knockoff, like, non-Gemmy stuff, because both the times I've bought that stuff, it's, like, broken on me, like, the fan has just stopped working, like, within, like, a couple weeks of using it.
Well, I got, because it's the For Living stuff and all that, and I think, I got, like, 2 more of them for my birthday in November, but I think I got, like, 9 of them now, and only 2 of them have broken on me.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad. And I repaired one of them. One of them was my Rainbow Ghost, same as yours.
Oh, yeah.
That broke, but I just stuck a base fan on him because I had a spare base fan. And so that works great. I just had to hot wire his LEDs back into the old adapter.
Yeah.
And then the other one that broke on me was, what was it? It was, the archway. I had this archway, but it had 2 of the cheap fans on it.
Oh.
And then I also hooked a base fan up to it, but I didn't use it last year.
Huh. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I remember I got that ghost and it broke. I just returned it, and then next year I found like a different version on Amazon that I bought, and then that one's like lasted me 3 years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the 12-foot tree version as well from last year. I'm surprised that one went so cheap this year. That one was great for the price.
Yeah, it was.
But it has the same fan since, and I've had that one since 2023, so hopefully it won't break on me this year.
Mm-hmm.
But I already have like 4 spare base fans now, so I'm pretty good if some of my bigger cheap stuff breaks on me. It doesn't take too long to try and pick up a new fan on it.
Right. Yeah. I wish Jemmy would just like sell like fans or something, because it's hard to find like fans to replace.
Well, Jemmy doesn't actually own the fans. That's the thing. Jemmy buys the fans from a separate Chinese company. But you can actually find the fans on like Amazon and stuff. It's just absurdly expensive. It's just easier to like wait and see if an inflatable you don't want goes on sale or like dirt cheap or whatever, and then you buy it for the fan, because usually you can buy it for cheaper than the fan's retail value.
True. Yeah. Right.
But yeah, for me personally, it's just I have a bunch of older inflatables that just like don't even work anymore because the fabric's worn out. So
yeah,
I use those fans now.
Oh yeah. Huh. Yeah, I know I have a couple inflatables I like to replace their fans on, but yeah, we have to find some way to get new fans. Yeah, just to buy like cheaper inflatables and use those.
I wonder who's still watching.
Oh, there's 6 people watching now still.
Well, one of them I think counts me, and I don't know. I guess you're technically not watching it right now.
Yeah, we'll have it open on my computer, so I guess that means there's 4 people still watching.
I wonder if Artem's still here.
Well, it might be.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, still here.
Thank you, Artem, for being a dedicated viewer. I don't think I could watch this much long of a live stream.
Nope. I think it's been almost like 3 hours now.
Yeah.
Long time. Yeah.
2 hours and 55 minutes.
Ha. Yeah, that's a long time. I do want to do more live streams like this, though. Just easier than making
great.
Video and stuff.
Especially if, that Haunted Hill Farm stuff comes out in the next month or so. And then Home Depot, we're probably going to have to do a Home Depot manager meeting live stream like this.
Definitely, yeah.
Because we didn't know. Because, last year our first live stream was halfway to Halloween, and we talked about that stuff. And I don't think we even talked about the Home Depot stuff because it was already like 2 months later. It was 2 months after the Home Depot stuff. And then we talked about the Home Depot stuff that released on the Canadian website, and then now we're doing this.
Right. Which, because we did, checking out halfway to Halloween. Then, we did the Home Depot stuff when that came out. I guess that was really it. I don't think there's anything before then. Just a lot of unboxings I did.
You and I have been trying to do live streams since October. Both of us have been so busy with Halloween and Christmas that we haven't had time till now.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So this would be what, your 1000th, 4th video now?
I think so. So, I did the 1000th. I have 2 after that, so that's 3. Then I did 1.
I think
so it's the 1005th.
60 videos.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at 91 videos now. Yeah, I'll probably be hitting 100 by what would be halfway Halloween if I'm lucky. I still have a Valentine video to do.
Yeah.
And then we might go for stuff.
Huh. Nice.
But if anyone's watching this and doesn't subscribe to me, self-promotion. If you guys get me to, what is it, 300 or maybe even 500 subscribers by probably May, and I'll probably use them for a special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Artem just said, what's favorite distortions prop or animatronic? Yeah, they've had some good stuff so far this year that I like.
Are we going to do favorite for this year or just favorite of all time?
On all time, it's hard for me to say because this year's really first year I've actually like followed all their releases. Years before I haven't really.
Well, yeah, I didn't start following their stuff until like 2022, because they've released stuff since the 90s, so it's kind of hard to keep on route with it all. But if I had to pick a favorite for this year, let's just narrow down this year first. Definitely Demon Legend.
Yeah, I'd say the Goblin and the Demon are my favorites. Mummy Legend's also cool, but
I agree with you. When the Mummy came out, the Mummy's cool, but it is the pretty basic on distortions terms. I think the Demon Legend just screams like classic distortions to me. Like you look at some of their older stuff from Point End and all that, just looks like it.
Yeah, it's so well detailed too. It's awesome. Same with the Goblin too. He just looks so cool. It's awesome.
Agreed. There are some color variants that were revealed. Someone, I guess, had some factory photos. And there's a slight color variation of the Demon Legend.
Oh, yeah?
And a color variation of the Goblin Legend, and it was like a paler green, and they also had like a more neon green. Huh. So that's what they're talking about when they said like different colors available.
Yeah.
And then the Wolf Spider, they actually had a different hair pattern, and he was like a more of a tan color, and I guess it's supposed to look more like a tarantula.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh. Yeah, Wolf Spider is kind of weird, just how it is. It's like unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Yeah, Wolf Spider's really cool. He's definitely my favorite spider.
Yeah. He's probably my second favorite. Or like the alien guy, I think it was, from last year.
I like the alien guy, but like this guy seems like he could fit stuff. I like alien props, don't get me wrong, but they're just very niche. There's only certain places they could really fit in.
Right, yeah.
Artem said his favorites of all time are the Mummy Legend, the Goblin Legend, and Creed.
Yeah, those are some good ones.
If I had to pick my favorites of all time, it'd probably be their gargoyles. If you search up their gargoyles, they actually have some really cool ones, like the Gargoyle Shocktronic, and they actually had an a non-pneumatic gargoyle a couple years ago.
Oh,
I don't know if they're still on the website or not. I think they are.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what's on here.
You can go to the search icon.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's probably faster. What was it called?
Dirty Rat, that's an interesting one. Yeah. I never understood why they released Dirty Rat after Transworld last year. Like, it was such a late release.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have probably 4 more props this year. They haven't even released any actual animatronics yet either. They're all legends.
No.
Because last year they had Banshee and they had the Raptors, and I think that was their only actual animatronics.
Yeah. Frankenstein's experiment, was he animated?
Oh, you're right. Frankenstein's experiment. That was a pretty forgettable one. That was just kind of basic in terms of distortions.
And yeah, Banshee, Raptor. Guess that was really all we got. I really like those Raptor guys. They're cool.
Scarecrow Wrath, but he was also a legend.
Yeah.
So I guess there's Dr. Quantum down there. He was that really weird one that supposedly used AI.
Oh yeah. Oh, there. Expensive one too. Yeah, say on here. Yeah, powered by generative AI. Yeah.
No one really knows like what that meant though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interested. They never released it. Obviously, no haunters ever going to get their hands on that thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I doubt anyone would actually use for it, and $6,000, which isn't like terrible in terms of distortions, prices of other things, but it's still not cheap.
It says it requires a yearly subscription too for the AI feature. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, there's always a catch with AI these days. They always have profit.
Oh, he's actually
yeah,
tiny.
It's interesting. They never did a video on him. He was in Transworld, and I guess guests could like interact with him. But like they never announced him on any of their YouTube posts at all. And despite the fact he came out before Transworld, it's interesting.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, and hi Gage, welcome to the stream. Yeah, what you're looking at? Just looking at some distortion stuff right now. I think I might need to end the stream here too soon. Computer's about to die, and I have you open on Discord on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I notice I'm lagging more on Discord right now than the stream is, which tells me it probably is your computer that's lagging all the time.
Yeah, it probably is. And I find a better way to... I'll have you somehow just on my phone to talk. Yeah, Art and Skeleton, I should do more streams. I definitely want to. Maybe I should start doing like weekly streams or something. Maybe, I don't know.
I'd be more than happy to do more recent streams.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd want me in every stream.
Yeah, maybe.
My voice gets a bit annoying after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what to do, like, live streams about. I guess just anything.
Well, it's easier to do live streams once things get rolling more.
Right.
Probably after March. There's more stuff to talk about. But,
yeah.
It'd be interesting in October if you did more weekly streams, or I did more weekly streams on, like, the, setting up the haunts and stuff, or behind the scenes and all that.
Yeah, it would be better to do. I definitely want to do more, like, haunt build videos. I never really did much of those, but if we're doing that as live streams, I
didn't build a lot. Well, no, that's not true. I built a lot during the summer, but I didn't build a lot in October at all.
Yeah.
I was gonna make videos on a bunch of the DIY stuff I did, but we just decided that. Well, I didn't have a lot of time for editing and all that last year anyway. But I'm pretty happy with what I got out. I think live streams for behind the scenes and setting up would be a lot easier because then you don't have to edit it. And people can get more of a opinion on and see more in person what it's looking like,
Yeah, right.
But I don't think I'd do a live stream until I get 500 subs, because then at least I know that maybe someone would show up. Because if I did one now, even if I announced it a day or two before, I don't think anyone would ever show up because most people don't even know who I am yet.
No, probably get a couple, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Remember, I
definitely gotta start making more community posts now and just get more stuff out there.
Yeah. Remember, I used to do random live streams back when I was at only around a few hundred, and I think I got a couple viewers at a time, but nothing crazy.
I think the shorts live stream what you're doing now is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, probably.
Because people will be scrolling whenever. If they're subscribed to you, they're probably gonna see you.
Doing
live streams and stuff. I know it's happened to me before where I've been subscribed to a couple of haunters that have done this before, and if I'm just scrolling through YouTube, then it shows up. So get more views that way.
So for this live stream, doing it as a vertical one here, I hit a peak of 18, I think it was, and most of the stream is consistently around 7 to 10 till the last 30 minutes here.
Well, we've climbed it down more, but Artem's been here the entire time.
Yeah. Right.
I haven't actually seen Artem's channel before. I should probably check it out.
No. I've seen the channel a few times because Artem, you comment a lot on my videos, so sometimes you pop up my subscription feed or main page, whatever.
Oh, Artem's got 451 subs.
Huh. Yeah, 288 videos. Pretty good.
Is he also Canadian? He's got to be, right?
Think so.
Oh, I have seen your stuff before, Art.
Oh yeah, I've got some upcoming videos too. Huh.
I've seen some of his videos floating around before.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Artem. Yeah, you're in Canada. Nice.
It's kind of surprising how much of our audience in some of these live streams usually are Canadian. Anyway, don't really know where to go from here. We're already at 3 hours now, so I don't know if we really want to go any further or.
I'll probably end it soon here. I'll talk for 3 hours is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess could just end the stream here. It's really only Artem left.
Okay. Well, we got left anyway, so adios everyone who's watching.
Yeah, bye. Goodbye, Artem. Thanks for staying around for basically the whole stream. I think you were here. Or at least most of it.
Yeah.
Quite a while.
No, we are. We will be doing more streams. Probably latest next one, like I said, will be at least in March once we get some Home Depot stuff. But
yeah,
we'll have to see.
Yes. Yeah. Bye. Yeah, you're here from the start. Nice.